All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. I hope my voice is coming clear from your side. Please inform me if you have any difficulty. And if you don't mind, please copy the link of the broadcast and share it in your friends, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Today we are going to answer some Abdul about loving Islam. You know, the Muslims, they have tons of articles, and you know, somebody have to answer those articles, and supposedly that body is me. What we can do. But I find that always the articles made by Muslims is kind of silly and stupid. However, I believe the silly stupid article is made by a stupid silly person. That's mean there is silly stupid people too, they might believe in it. So I find that it's my duty to save those people who they are might be fooled by Muslim articles. Now later, if you have questions for me, please let me know, and you can call me in Skype later. Today we are broadcasting earlier than usual, supposedly at 4:30 p.m. But I said to myself, you know what, Muhammad is waiting for me in the grave for a long time, and it's not right. You know, imagine, put yourself in his shoes. All right, I saw this article here, which is written by Muslims. Let us see. All right. First one here, this one is about, I think it's written by a Muslima, a woman. So she's saying why she loves Islam. Why she loves Islam. And she starts by talking about, I love the meaning of Islam, submission and peace. And I find that this is the most funny stupid statement ever can say. And this is why I say Muslims, either they are dumb or they are dumb, because how you can be a Muslim but yet you do not know what the word Islam mean. Let me teach the Abdul what the word Islam mean. Your prophet, he used to say, let me write on the screen so people they can see. Your prophet, he used to say the following: Taslim, Taslam. And I can show you tons of reference. And actually, this is the statement Muhammad he said to anyone he would like to invite him to Islam. Aslim Taslam. What does that mean? That means surrender, and you will be Taslam, which means then you will be safe. So when the Muslim they say to us that Islam means submission and Islam means peace, and by the way, not only Muslims they say that, some naive Christians, even though those who they claim to have knowledge, but they are copy paste from what Muslim says, they repeat what Muslims say too. So what we will do in this today, we are going to answer and refute this statement one by one. Now, by the way, when I say some naive Christians, they say the same. I'm not insulting, but I'm just saying how it is. All right. Can you change the title in love instead of love? On love and love, it doesn't matter now. So let us see. I'm going to go to the Quran and we will see if Islam really means submission and peace. Actually, before I go to the Quran, what about we do something more important? Let us ask Muhammad what the word Islam mean. If we go to the Hadith, I think Muhammad he know better than a Muslim who Muhammad himself described as a half a brain. But as I said, it's not only the Muslims who say those things. Even Christian ministers, even those who they are very well known in YouTube, supposedly fighting Islam because they are copy paste. They have no knowledge except what they learn in English from some Muslims saying things about them, about Islam. If you remember, Muhammad, he said, I've been ordered to fight. I've been ordered to fight. Okay. To fight who? And what is the purpose of fighting? Is the purpose to submit to Allah? Because the word submission is something you do willingly, something you do voluntarily. But as you see here, Muhammad, he said, I've been ordered to fight, which means fight. By the way, the word here, fight, it's coming from the word qatilu, yuqatil, qatala, which means to kill, to fight, to kill, and kill in the past. So future, present, and past. This is what the word yuqatilu mean. You see it? Umirtu an uqatila an-nasa jami'an. I've been ordered to kill, not fight, just like, because somebody might say, maybe he want to fight by his finger, you know, maybe he want to fight by his word. No, actually, the statement is so clear. I've been ordered to fight to kill, so this is fight to death. And there's no solution except either you die or you convert to Islam. Read with me. Narrated that the messenger of Allah, SAW, because they worship him, they have to add something after his name. I have been ordered to fight to kill the people until they say the Shahada. And if they say that, then their blood and their wealth will be protected from me. So what is the submission and the peace? Why Muslims, they love to lie? Is that the peace? You're a prophet saying, I have a goal, and the goal is to fight and kill everyone and shed their blood, unless they say, I am a prophet and my God is Muhammad, and then their blood, do you see the word blood? Do you see it? Will be protected. So the condition to have your blood not to be shed from the peaceful Muhammad is to say the Shahada. So Muslims, when they say to us Islam means peace, they are a big fat liars, and either they are ignorant, stupid, or they are trying to deceive us. Same time, what the word Islam mean additional to peace, as example, we know they said peace and submission. It's funny that Islam mean two words at the same time, submission and peace. I mean, choose one. How this happen? I mean, how submission can be peace in the same time? You see how dumb they are? Muhammad, he stole the name of Islam from a guy, his name is Muslim. And Muhammad, people later, they killed him because he claimed to be a prophet the same as Muhammad, and actually he was claiming to be a prophet before Muhammad, but Muhammad was more successful by war. That guy was not really a warrior. All right, focus with me, guys, focus with me. Now, is the word Islam means submission? Let us go to the Quran. We answered the first one about peace. It's a lie, because as you see, Muhammad, he said clearly, I'm going to kill you, either you convert or you are dead. And all those references in the front of us are sahih. And by the way, this is not only in the hadith, we can go to the Quran. As an example, in the Quran, Muhammad, he said in chapter 9 verse number 29, fight those who don't believe in the book. fight those who don't believe in Allah and the last messenger. Huh? From who? Specifically from the Christians and the Jews. All right, why? Because it says there, because they don't want to believe in Allah. Huh? Let us see. I will go to the chapter specifically, which is speaking about killing the Christians and the Jews. Let us jump. Here we go. Chapter 9, verse number 29. All right, Hussein, it's time for you to go. Good night, Hussein. Say hi to mom. Some Muslims, they come here just to play games, you know. You want to play games, get out. We don't have a place for kids. You want to call me, call me. You want to insult people, get out. Chapter 9, verse number 29, and this is a translation of Yusuf Ali. Not my translation, I have nothing to do with it. I don't believe in any Islamic translation, as you know. All of them, they are liars. Fight those who believe not in Allah nor the last day, nor hold forbidden that is forbidden which has forbidden by Allah and his messenger, nor acknowledge the religion of the truth, which is what? Islam. Even if they are, this is a translation, not my words, the people of the book, which mean the Christians and the Jews, until they pay the jizya with willing and submission. Do you see the word submission? Now what is the word submission there? Is it Islam? No. صاغرون عن يد وهم صاغرون, subdued, humiliated. So with what Islam mean peace and Islam means submission? The order is to fight the Christians, either they kill them or they pay jizya. There's no other choice. For sure, if they convert to Islam, they will not kill them no more. But who is fighting who? Muhammad. Why he is fighting them? Because they are Christians. And why he want to kill them? Because they are not acknowledging the religion of the truth. And then in the verse after, he explained to you why they should be killed. For the Jews, they say that Uzair is the son of Allah, and the Christian, they call Christ the son of Allah. And by the way, we Christians don't believe in the son of Allah, and we don't believe in Allah anyway. Obviously, Muhammad had mental issue. And there's no, I never heard of a Jew. One Jew exists in the top of this universe. He believe in a guy, his name is Uzair, is the son of Allah. I never heard one, I never saw one, I never met one. Guys, don't forget please to post around so people will know that we are live on air, if you don't mind. All right, otherwise I have to pause a little bit and start posting, because I did not post really our broadcast around, and as you know, we are starting earlier than usual today, and look like nobody care as usual. By the way, the Muslims, they think I have secretaries, I have people to answer the phone. I don't even have a phone. They think that this guy, he have like he have a team, he have an office. Lord have mercy. I can tell nobody is posting around, because nobody until now, the people who usually used to come, they are not here yet. What we can do. All right, I'm posting in Facebook. Don't ask me questions right now, please. I have to answer first the article before we go. All right, we will answer it one by one just to get them busted. As I just said, don't give me questions out of the topic, guys. We have a topic, we have to answer it. What's wrong? We have a topic, we need to answer. After we finish it, you can ask me any question you want. Let us go. I just post around for in a few pages so people will know that we are here. You know. And we will go back to our topic. All right. Now we go. We share the screen. Now we go back to the Quran. And you know, by the way, I explained those things many times before, but I find myself I have to do it over and over because in order to cover the topic, you have to mention all of them. You will see in the Quran how Muhammad he threatened. I will give you an example of how Muhammad he converted people to Islam. When people really join Islam, the Quran speak clearly how people they join Islam. When Muhammad became victorious in war, people by tens of thousands join Islam. Not before. Not before. Chapter 110, verse number 1 and 2. Let us read them together. When comes the help of Allah and victory, we saw people enter into religion by the crowd. As a crowd, tens of thousands in one day. That how people they enter Islam. Have you ever heard of a religion? People they enter it by tens of thousands, millions. What happened? Suddenly yesterday they don't want to join Islam and today they want to join. What exactly happened? What happened is the victory. What victory? The army victory. So in order to save their life, they join by thousands. We can go right now to the book of called Asbab al-Nuzul and we can read what the purpose of this verse. Let us see. Because you know the Muslim they might say he's making his own interpretation. We can go to any Islamic interpretation and we can see what this is meant. Let us open the Muslim website. You see, I don't like to use my own website, or let's say my own translation, sorry, because they might say, well, this is his own understanding, and we are Muslims, we don't go by the understanding of Christian Prince. Well, okay, I'm not asking you to go by my understanding. This is your understanding. So we go, this is Ibn Kathir, we go to 110. All right, here we go. Read with me. When there come the help of Allah and the conquest, some of them said we are commanded to praise Allah and seek his forgiveness when he help us and give us victory. Some of them remained silent and did not say anything. Here Omar said, this is what you say, Ibn Abbas. I said, no. He said, what do you say? I said, it was the end of the life of Allah Messenger. Allah informing him, and Allah he said, is Ja'al Nasrullahi wal Fatah. What al Fatah mean? We will see soon. When comes the help of Allah and the conquest, which means the sign of the end of your life. Okay. When there come the help of Allah and conquest was revealed of Allah Messenger saying, Nu'itu ila nafsi, I announce my death. So this is in the last time and the last the end of Muhammad's life. And what happened exactly in the end of Muhammad's life? He was victorious. He took over Mecca. He took over all the area around him, and then people they enter into Islam by thousands. Let us continue. All right. When there come the help of Allah and conquest, al-Fatah. Al-Fatah in Islam mean opening, the opening of the land. You know, when the Muslim they occupy your land, they don't call it occupation, they call it Fatah. And you see the people enter Allah religion in a crowd. So glorify praises of your Lord and ask for forgiveness. We continue here. The meaning of Al-Fatah here is a conquest of Mecca, as we just said. Muhammad, he just conquered Mecca. All right. And there's only one view concerning it. For in the different areas of the Arab were waiting the conquest of Mecca before they would accept Islam. You see? So, and they said, look what the people said. They said, if he, Muhammad, is victorious over his people, then he is a true prophet. This is why. So the one who have a victory is a true prophet, not because they are scared from death. So when Allah, he gave him victory, they enter into Islam. There's a book, it's called Asbab al-Nuzul. You can read it too. So when the victory came, people, they enter into Islam. And people, they were waiting. They want to see if Muhammad will lose or will win. If Muhammad win, obviously he can kill us too, so we will join Islam. As simple as that. Then you go in the Quran, you will find the following. Let us see. Oops. Here we will see Muhammad is warning the Arab to join him and convert to Islam, otherwise he will slaughter them all. All right. Chapter 48, verse number 16. Say to the Arab who lag behind, they are not joining Islam, you shall be summoned to fight against people given mighty war, like they are warrior. And then shall you fight, or they shall submit. You see the word submit? This is where the Muslims going to bring in the word submit from. The fact that it doesn't say submit. This is the liar Yusuf Ali replacing the word Islam by submit, because look at this. If the word submit is what Islam is about, then why he is talking about fighting them until they submit? Submission is something you do willingly. So what is the truth? Is surrender. Because this is a war. You surrender to Islam, which means you become a Muslim. This is what the word Islam means. Muslim is someone who surrender. Islam means to surrender. So I will fight you and I will kill you. Either you surrender and then you obey, and then I will grant you reward if you do so. I will give you from the booties. Instead of taking your money and taking your women, join me and I will give you even booties. Like, what do you want? If we change the translation, or let us say the translator, you will see how the word change. It's like a miracle. Read with me. Here it says, it is highlighted, say, O Muhammad, to the Bedouins, the Arab, who are not joining you in Islam, you will be called to fight our people great, given a great warfare. Those are the Muslims. Then you shall fight them, or they shall surrender. So how people they convert to Islam? We fight you, we kill you, or you surrender. And that's what we hear every day in the Muslim videos. I can play for you tons of and hundreds of Muslim videos saying we will fight you until you convert to Islam. The Prophet says, I've been ordered to fight, to kill, etc. We do not need really to speak about it. But this is how they lie to you in their articles. And if you are an uneducated person, you might believe it. So in Islam, if somebody ever told you Islam means submission, I don't know why it's not showing in the screen, is it? Uh, the screen is showing, right? Yeah, it is. I think it is. Yeah. So, guys, if somebody ever told you Islam means submission, I don't want to say names. I don't want to say names. I'm not trying to insult anyone, but I heard a person who I respect, Dr. Brown. He said that. I heard David Wood say that. I heard James White saying that. I heard people in ABN TV saying that, and this is absolutely false. All right. The problem is, this is a chapter 48, verse number 16. Chapter 48, verse number 16. The problem is that most of people who don't speak Arabic, they are copy paste, and they learn about Islam from the Muslims. You know, if I am an American person, how I'm going to learn about Islam? I will go and buy a translation of Sahih al-Bukhari or a translation of the book of Sirah. But if I show you right now, maybe one day I will do it. If I show you the books of Ibn Kathir in Arabic and the books of Ibn Kathir in English, you will see that the book of Ibn Kathir have a diet, and the diet is so huge. More than 50% of Ibn Kathir is gone. You know what I mean? So don't make those who say to you, even those who they are a Christian and you trust them and you believe they are good. I'm not saying they are bad. I'm not saying they are bad. I'm saying they are practicing what many people practice, which is copy paste. You see, we are reading right now chapter 48, verse number 16. Look what happened. In chapter 49, verse 14, those Arab, they converted to Islam. And look what Muhammad he said to them. Look what Muhammad he said to them. Guys, read with me. The Bedouin, they say, what they say? They say the Shahada. And they say we believe. وقالت الأعراب آمنا. Muhammad is saying to the Arab right now, Allah, he have an answer for you. Okay, you said you believe, right? You believe, huh? All right. Look what Allah is saying to you. Say to the Arab, they said, we believe. So Allah is saying to Muhammad, say, you believe not, but you only say, we have surrendered. Do you see it? Do you see it, people? So a Muslim, he have no need to believe. As you see, they are believers. They are saying we believe. Muhammad, he says to them, no. Don't say we believe. Huh? You surrender. You became a Muslim. You know what the word surrender here? The word surrender is a translation for the word Islam. Aslamna, which means we became Muslims. This is why he put it between two brackets himself, the translator, the Muslim translator in Islam. You got my point? And this is again chapter 49, verse number 14. So why they lie to us and they say to us Islam means submission? And why Christian, naive Christian, they copy what the Muslims, they say to them, you know, I keep informing the Christian, keep repeating myself, don't say Islam means submission. And every day I see Christians saying Islam means submission. Every day, somewhere, somehow, I will see a naive Christian who have no education whatsoever. He opened his mouth and he say Islam means submission. You know, if Islam means submission, we will not be fighting Islam. If Islam means submission, I will not be here speaking against Islam. Our problem with Islam is because Islam is not about you submit yourself willingly. It's about Islam forcing itself on you. The Muslim, they want to force their way of life. They want to force the food you eat. They want to force the word you say. They want to force the clothes you clothe yourself. They want to force everything on you. What is submission? If people they are doing that willingly, which is submission, then I do not need to go to jail for not fasting in Ramadan in the Middle East. So what they want me to do, to surrender to Islam, I have to fast. I am a Christian. It doesn't matter. You have to fast. You eat in the street in Ramadan, we will beat the hell of you and we will take you to jail. So what submission lie is about? We continue in the article which is made by the Muslims trying to fool us. I love Islam has no concept of original sin. Are you sure? Guys, Islam have no concept of original sin. All right. You see, the Muslims are copy paste, by the way. All the Muslims, they will say to you the same, that the Muslim, we don't believe in original sin. What if I show you the original sin in your religion, Muslims? And then you will see that you are dumb as it can be. And look right away, this woman, she said, I love that Islam has no concept of original sin. All right. So this is something she hates. All right. And I love that Eve is not blamed for our fall into sinfulness. Are you sure? Let us get the Muslims busted. Guys, don't call me right now in Skype because we wanna go on, and then when I'm ready to take questions, we want to answer those before we take questions. All right, just have patience. Have patience. My Skype right now is off. So Islam has no concept of original sin, and I love that Eve is not blamed for our fall into sin, which means sin. Let us see if this is true or not. We go to the book of Sahih. All right. Look what Muhammad he said. This woman, she just said, in Islam we don't blame Eve for sin. Are you sure? Are you sure? Sister, are you sure? Look what your prophet he said. The prophet of Allah said, were it not for Bani Israel, meat would not decay, and were it not for Eve, women would ever betray her husband. What? But this dumb Muslimah, she just told us that I love Islam because Islam does not teach that women is the problem and Eve is the problem. Do you see it? And as long you just said I love Islam because it has no concept of original sin, so blaming Eve is based on what? Isn't it based on original sin? No, not now, not now. We will take calls. Just how, guys, we let us carry on in this refuting the Muslims, and then you can call me. Are you a Muslim? If there is a Muslim wanna call me, I will take your call. If you are a Christian, wait, please. If you are a Muslim and you wanna call me, no problem. Any Muslim wanna call me? If there is any Muslim wanna call me, only Muslims can call me right now, and otherwise you guys, you have to wait. You want to call? All right, let me open my Skype. Hold on. If a Muslim you want to call, no problem. Muslims come first, you know. what we can do with our customers. I mean, we are here to help them. And you never know, he might correct me, because I heard that always Muslims, they get me busted. And I don't remember any actually. I mean, how many times I got busted until now? I mean, it's endless. All right. So if you want to call, feel free, my friend. You can call me. All right. Only if you are a Muslim. Only. Don't call me if you are a Christian right now. Now look. When the Prophet, he mentioned that if not Eve, no woman would ever betray her husband. There is a Muslim, he sent me an article supposedly to refute me. I mean, how you can refute that, you idiot? It's so clear. If there is no Eve, there is no woman betray her husband. That means Eve. What is the connection between betrayal and Eve? What is the connection? The connection is very simple. The connection is very simple. It's about betrayal. You Muslims believe that Eve betrayed her husband. In other words, Muhammad, he believed that every woman doing bad, cheating on her husband, betraying her husband, is doing what Eve did, and that is the original sin. We as a Christian, we don't blame Eve alone. We blame both of them, for both they commit sin and both they were punished. Because it doesn't matter who said to who first. If Adam will not accept, he will not do it. If a woman, she come to me and she said to me, now do this, and I do it, it doesn't matter really if she is the one who did it or told me to do it or not. I accept and I did. So both of us, we became the same. So when the Muslims, they say to us that they don't believe in original sin, that is an absolute stupid misunderstanding of your religion, Islam. However, Muhammad is always a person who contradicts himself, because I find that Eve is not guilty. Why? Because the stupid Muhammad, he told us in different locations something else. Read this. Don't be upset, Muslim, when I say the word is stupid. That's what I believe. You know me. You know, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just saying what I'm not politically correct. Look what Muhammad, he said. There was a debate between Moses and Adam. Look like Adam, he used to have an account in YouTube. Moses, he called Adam in his YouTube account. All right. And after he called him, he said to him, Adam, because of you, we are driven out of heaven. Because of you, we are caused to get out of heaven. Look what Adam said. Listen carefully, Muslims. He said to him, do you blame me for doing a deed which Allah has decreed that I should do for 40 years before he created me? So why Muhammad in the other hadith is blaming Eve for betraying her husband, if this was the plan of Allah and written 40 years before Adam commit his sin? Any Muslim can answer? How Muhammad, he said, if not Eve, there is no woman betray her husband, and here he is saying that this was a decision made by Allah 40 years before he created Adam. Guys, we Christian, we don't believe, we believe in free will. Anyone he believe there's no free will, he is no Christian. As simple as that. Anyone who believed that there is no free will, came out of the faith of God. Because God is about justice. If there is no free will, it means your God is a stupid crazy. It doesn't matter what his name. If anyone who wanna believe that he claimed to be Christian and he believed that God did not give us a free will, it means you are stupid. You are the same as the Muslims. So God, he made us commit sin, and God, he want to punish us for the sin he made us do. I mean, who is the stupid here? Do you know what I mean, guys? Do you understand me? That will be a stupid God. He is the one who made me commit sin, and then he will punish me for doing what he made me do. So what is justice? That is not Christianity. So anyone he claimed to be Christian, he don't believe in a free will, then he is no Christian. And Jesus said it clearly, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who does his will. What does that mean? It means you have a choice to do his will or not. Correct? Either you choose to do it and then you follow Jesus, or you choose not to do it and then you will go with Muhammad. Do we have any Muslim who would like to call us? So here we're seeing that Islam is a stupid religion, because this God Allah, he made me commit sin, and then he want to punish me for what he made me do. And do you see here, this is the Muslim translation, not my translation. It says, do you blame me for doing a deeds which Allah has decreed that I should do? Do you see the word should do? I should do. So Adam had no choice of committing sin or not. So why Allah he punish him, get him out of heaven? This religion is a stupid, crazy, dumb religion. Everything in this religion does not make sense. Nothing there makes sense. You have to add me first before I can answer you in Skype. You have to add me. All right, let us see. If you are a Muslim, feel free to call me, please. All right. If you are a Muslim, feel free to call me. You are more than welcome. Any Muslim? Anyone? No, we don't want to make anyone shish kebab. We are here to talk and have a good discussion. If he is a person who can answer me, you know, that's good for him, good for his religion. And you know, the funny, the Muslims, they are so good in making articles, but they cannot really answer what they say about those articles. I mean, like how those articles are made? I mean, what is the logic of them? Where is the background? Where is the proof of what you say? Cookie, I don't, you know, Cookie saying don't lie, you want an insult. I'm not insulting, it's your prophet who insult us. He call us pigs, he call us monkeys, he call us najis, and you are talking about insult. If the person who insult is a bad person, then shame on you not to say that to your prophet first. I did not call your prophet pig, he called me pig. However, your prophet behavior is not even better than a pig. When a prophet he go and have sexual relationship with a child, Pigs don't do that. You know, pigs, animals in general, they sniff the female. If the female is ready, they do have sex with her. It's very simple. Have you ever seen a donkey chasing a little tiny female donkey? They don't. Cats and dogs don't do that. So if you can answer for what we claim, feel free to answer. I'm not insulting, I'm asking questions. And here we go, I'm showing the reference in the front of your eyes. Is that reference coming from my book or from your book? Is Sahih al-Bukhari and Ibn Dawood and Ibn Majah is something come from a Christian Prince book? I'm waiting for a Muslim to give me a call. So what the logic is in this religion, that Muhammad, he's saying that his God Allah, he made Adam commit sin. So why Adam was kicked out of heaven? Cookie, no, I want you to call me and pause the hadith. I want you to read it. Call me. We ban people only when they use dirty language. Now call me. Don't you want to read for us the hadith? Guys, what do you think? Is this guy a brave? Call me and read the hadith which you want to quote for us. Let everybody hear it. Be a man. I'm waiting for your call. Who is a Muslim would like to call? All right. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Who is with me, please?
Hello.
Yes, I hear you. Who is with me?
Hello.
I hear you, my friend.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you touched many points actually. What do you want to know?
As I'm showing you in the screen, that Adam, he was kicked out of heaven. For what reason? If Allah is the one who decreed for him 40 years before he created him to commit sin.
Okay.
So why he kicked out of heaven? It's not his fault. I mean, if Allah is God, and he decide for me to commit sin, can I say no?
Do you know the difference between sin and original sin?
It doesn't matter. This is the original sin, my friend. This is Adam. This guy. His name is Adam. His name is not Christian Prince. This is the first man. So this is the original sin.
You say every born person is a sinner.
Abdul, listen. Don't change the topic. I'm talking about Adam. This guy, his name is Adam. What is the name of his father name? He have no father. This is the first man. So this is the first man who commits sin. And the hadith says that Allah, he decreed for him to commit sin 40 years before he created him. How you can answer that? So why he is kicked out from heaven? I'm listening.
Okay.
Why he was kicked out of heaven? If Allah is the one,
because he disobeyed Allah. What more do you want to know?
What do you mean disobey Allah? Allah is the one who decreed for him to do that. He did not.
What?
Actually, he did obey Allah. He did obey.
What did you obey Allah?
Abdul, listen. Can you read? Read the hadith in front of me. It's on the screen. Read it for me, please. Can you read it? Can you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. He did obey Allah because he did the sin which Allah he commanded him to do. As you see, it says here that listen. It says here that Allah had decreed that I should do. Who is the one who decreed should I do? Allah. So what Adam did?
Meaning of decree?
Yeah, what does that mean? Tell me.
It's not commanding. It means he knows what happens to the humanity in the future.
No, it says I should do. Do you see it? he should do.
Permission.
No. He should no. He decreed. He wrote for me my destiny, my friend. This is destiny. This is destiny.
Muslims believe in free will.
You don't believe in free will. It's in the front of you. So Allah, He wrote that for him. He said, I should do that. I should do. Listen. Read with me the story carefully. Moses and Adam having a debate. What Moses said? Moses says to Adam, because of you, we are kicked out of heaven. Correct? Okay. Now Adam is refuting him. Is that correct? So he said to him, well, do you blame me? For doing a deed which Allah had decreed that I should do 40 years before He created me? So which means you cannot blame me, correct? Which mean
Surah 2 verse 35. Allah specifically said to Adam to not approach the tree.
No, this is the story in the Quran. No problem. This is the story in the Quran. But here, listen. Let us focus on here. We can go to the Quran because the Quran is more funny. I will go there. No problem. Do you see here it says, do you blame me for doing a deed which Allah had decreed to me? Which means you cannot blame me. Correct?
Quran
when I say, my friend, what's your name? What's your name? Muhammad. This is Muhammad. If I say to you, do you blame me for what Allah he decreed for me? That's mean I'm saying to you, you cannot blame me. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So Adam saying you cannot blame me for that. Why? Because Allah had decreed.
What the hadith is saying, we don't blame Adam for doing that. Whatever he had done, he got his punishment. We are not like
no. It's not you who care about you. I'm not asking if you blame or not. This is a Musa. Musa is a prophet. Musa is not a Musa. Listen, my friend. Musa is not a guy who sells falafel in the street. This is a prophet of Islam too, correct? Okay. So how Musa he's a Muslim? How Musa? Listen. We cannot talk at the same time. How Moses is a Muslim and yet he is blaming Adam for the sin to be out of heaven? How this happen?
What?
Hello? Listen.
Yeah.
How Moses, the debate between who? Between Musa and Adam. Musa is a prophet, is that correct?
Yeah, he's a man and a prophet. Yes.
No, I'm not asking if he's God. For sure we know he's a man. So Moses is a man and a prophet. Thank you for confirming that. So Moses the prophet, how he got it wrong, and he is accusing Adam that because of you we are out of heaven.
That's how he thinks. That is how the hadith.
What do you mean? Are you saying the prophet of Allah? Are you saying? Listen, Muhammad. Are you saying the prophet of Allah, Musa, is wrong?
What?
Are you saying the prophet of Allah, Musa, is wrong?
Is he a man or a god?
It doesn't matter. I'm asking you. Either you say yes, he's wrong, or you say no. Is he wrong when he said that?
What did Musa do wrong? He simply asked a question to Adam.
No, he's not asking question. No, he is not asking question. He's accusing him. He is not asking a question. Hello, listen, Muhammad. He is not asking question. Read with me carefully. He says, you deprived us and caused us to come out of paradise. He is not asking question. He's accusing him.
So?
What do you mean so? So I'm asking you, why Moses get it wrong? He is a Muslim prophet. Allah sent him as a prophet, and he spent his life as a Muslim prophet, and yet he believed that Adam is the reason for us to be out of heaven. How he get it wrong?
Do you know what Moses said when Allah was talking?
This is another question. We can go about what Moses says. Listen. I'm asking you, why Moses accusing Adam of this? He is a Muslim or not?
Answer. Just listen to me.
All right.
When Allah spoke to Moses, Moses was not sure whether Allah is speaking to him or not. He had given him a perfected religion. Okay, he gave him a perfected religion, but the people were not ready to receive the perfect religion. So Muhammad said that he doesn't know the future. Only Allah knows.
What does have to do?
I don't know why Moses.
What does have to do with my topic? What does have to do with my topic? What does have to do with our topic? What's wrong with you? Moses accusing. Listen. Moses accusing
Adam. He's not accusing Adam here.
He is saying you drove us and caused us to come out of paradise. Do you know how to read or not?
Yeah.
All right, read with me. Read it to me.
What is the hadith saying? Did you get the point? What is the hadith?
Well, the hadith saying that Adam he won the argument. Don't you see? Listen.
Accuse Adam for your sins.
Yes, Adam said you cannot blame me. So Moses accusing Adam.
Okay.
And Adam saying you can't blame me for this is what Allah wrote for me 40 years before my creation.
Yeah, finish. The topic is over then. Adam said it clearly. It was not. It was my fault. I was thrown into earth.
No,
It's
he
finished.
did not say it's my fault. He didn't say it's my fault. He said, do you blame me? It's mean you cannot blame me. Do you blame me for doing deed which Allah had decreed that I should do, that I should do, that I should do? Do you speak English?
The Quran-
40 years before my creation.
Did Allah said to Adam to eat the fruit or not? Simple question.
We will go. We will go to the Quran, and I will show you how funny the story of the Quran. The Quran is a disaster. You think you are saving yourself in the Quran? We will go there.
If it's a disaster, then why are you discussing it?
We are discussing this right now. Because you are trying to avoid. You are trying to avoid a great. You are trying to avoid that your prophet. He made a great contradiction, and he is.
You said Quran is disaster. So how can you argue from hadith if Quran is disaster?
Okay, so if we go right now to the Quran, do you promise me if we go to the Quran, you will not change the topic? You will not change topic and go back to the hadith?
Go to the Quran.
All right, guys. This the Muhammad, he wanted to go to the Quran. Remember, this is his request. I'm just doing his request. Be my witness. All right, all right. We will go to the Quran. Hold on, and I will show you how funny the story of Adam, and you will be sorry in 2 seconds. All right. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Switch to Arabic. All right. We will go to the Quran and we will read it from chapter 2, if you don't mind. Chapter 2. We start reading from verse. All right. Can you read for me, please, if you don't mind? Do you have the Quran open in front of you?
You know about Quran, right? You speak Arabic. I am not Arabic. You read it.
It doesn't matter. You are the Muslim. You are. Listen. Don't speak to me as you are older than me. I am an Arab, and you know, Muslims, you follow us blindly. So speak with respect. Now listen. You are the Muslim, and you are the one who asked me to go to the Quran, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to read for me right now. Open chapter 2. Chapter 2, verse number 30. 31, 32, 33, read for me.
And we said, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise, and eat therefrom abundance from wherever you will.
What verse you are reading?
35. And do not
No, I did not ask you. I did not ask you for 35. I asked you read it from 30.
Why?
Because we want to prove our point. We start the story from his creation. What happened? Read it for me.
Okay. When you're 31, when your Lord said to the angels,
what translation you are reading, please? What translation?
Sahih International.
Sahih International. Hold on, I have to go there. Give me a second, please, to be sure that we are reading the same text. I don't want to read the text you are not reading. All right, so we will go to Sahih. All right, Quran.com. All right, my friend, go ahead.
When your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority, they said, will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you? Allah said, indeed, I know that which you do not know.
Okay, let us stop here. What Allah mean by that? What the angels mean and what Allah mean?
He knows what will happen in the future.
I know, but what they said, he said, you know, I know what you know not, correct?
Yes.
All right. What they said, what they claim?
They claim that we will follow you, but the persons you will be creating will shed blood, so will you create them instead of us?
All right, but Allah he didn't agree with them, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, Allah did not agree with the angels. The angels, they said that Adam will do mischievement, and Allah he said to them he didn't agree with them. And we
What
heard
did he say? What? Don't put in your words.
you
Tell
said
me
that
what did he say?
you said that Allah did not agree with them.
Don't play. Tell
Listen-
me what the Quran says.
Listen, I asked you, you said Allah did not agree with
Tell
them.
me
Yes,
what the Quran
Allah, did
says.
Allah agree with them or not?
Don't put the topic.
Listen. You said Allah
I
did not.
know you people. you-
Listen. What are you afraid from repeating? It's recorded. Everybody is listening. A second ago, you said Allah did not agree with them. Yes or no?
What? You
Allah-
tell me what is there in the Quran?
You said we are reading Quran. I'm asking you to explain to me. I am a Christian. You are a Muslim.
Which
Listen.
you do not.
Listen. Did Allah agree with them or not? That they-
What did the Quran say?
You tell me. I don't understand.
telling you, then
No, you tell me. You are the scholar. You are Zakir Naik. Should I speak to you as Zakir Naik? So you tell me to read Quran, and now I'm asking you what the verse mean. The angels, they said he would do mischievement. Did Allah agree with them or he did not?
He said, I know that you do not know.
Not the
That is
question.
answer.
Not the question. The question is, did he agree with them or not? Either you say yes, he agreed, or he said he did not agree.
Do you think I am Allah?
I don't care if you're Allah or not. Maybe his leg. I don't care. I'm asking you what does verse mean. Did Allah agree with them or not?
What did the verse say? What did you understand?
My friend, I'm asking you a very simple question. Do you agree with the? Do you agree that Allah he says he agreed with them or he did not agree with them? So tell me.
Allah said, I know which you do
Don't
not.
repeat. You are just reading the verse. You are just reading the verse, Abdul. I want the answer. Did Allah agree when he said?
It's not my answer, okay?
I want the answer. Did Allah agree with them or he did not agree?
What did the verse say?
I don't care. You tell me. Don't read the verse for me. We can read it too. You are explaining right now. I want an answer. What's wrong with you? Abdul, what's wrong with you? Are you scared to say he agree or he did not agree?
Okay?
Did he agree or not?
He said, I know that you do not.
I don't care what he said. Give me the meaning. Did Allah agree with the angels or he did not agree with them?
Angels said not to create.
I don't care. This is not the question. This is not Abdul. This is not the question, my friend. Answer the question. Did Allah agree with the angels or he did not agree with the angels?
He said,
Oop.
I know which you do not.
I know what he said. What's wrong with you? I'm asking you, did he agree or he did not agree with the angels?
Worship a human who's
Listen, I'll change the topic. Here we go. I want to talk about Jesus now. You see, he is in the corner. Do you see how dumb they are? He is in the corner. Why you are changing topic? Why you are changing topic? Answer, because let me tell you why you are changing topic. Because you know that this story is very dumb and very stupid. This is why. Is that correct? Is that correct, Abdul? Is that correct? Why you are trying to run away? You asked me to read the Quran, and now in the Quran, and I'm asking you a simple question. You want to answer?
You worship a man.
Are you going to answer or not? And you worship a man. Do you want me to show you that you worship a man? Do you want me to show you that Allah has a leg and Allah has a penis and Allah has an ass and Allah has testicles? Do you want me to show you that Allah he ride in a rooster? Do you want me to show you that Allah listen? Do you want me to show you that Allah he sneezed? Do you want me to show you that Allah he masturbate? Do you want me to show you that Allah have a sperm? Do you challenge me, yes or no?
Allah has a sperm?
Do you challenge me, yes or no?
What now?
Do you challenge me to show you that Allah is a man, yes or no?
Show me where Allah says he has.
Do you challenge me? Do you challenge me?
Yeah, show me.
All right. So we will change the topic now. So we will go there, and then you don't change topic and you go back, right? Let's go. Hold on. Let me show you the fat Allah. Here we go.
You think you're very smart, huh?
Hold on. No, not smart. The one who believes that camel urine is healthy is smart.
You believe a human is
listen. Don't. Your God Allah is a human. I will show you in a second, and I will make you apologize.
Show me from Quran.
From Quran? Okay, from Quran. Did he say Quran? Did he say Quran? Okay, he said Quran, right? We will go to the Quran. Forget about the Hadith. Show me from the Quran. Okay.
Quran. Show me from the Quran.
All right.
If we Muslims tell you about Gospel of Thomas,
Abdul, don't. Here we go. Hold on. Explain to me this verse. Allah is going to strip and he will show us his shin.
Which was?
Allah will do striptease and show us how his shin. Chapter 68, verse number 42.
يوم يكشف عن ساق ويدعون إلى السجود فلا يستطيعون. The day Allah will show his shin and he will expose his shin and he will ask them to bow down, but they will not be able to do so.
Brother, show me the number verse.
My friend, it's in the screen. It's in the screen. Chapter 68, verse number 42.
Chapter 16?
Chapter 68, verse number 42.
1 minute.
You found it?
1 minute.
Okay. Read for me, please. What happened? Do you want me to read for you? Sahih International. This is the translation you like. The day the shin will be uncovered.
Okay.
This is a shin of who?
What is shin?
What shin? Shin is a part of the leg.
Okay.
Okay. Allah will uncover his shin. Why? Why Allah is going to show us his shin? Are you searching Google? You see, we Christian, we say hallelujah. You Muslim should say shinnuya. Why Allah showing his shin?
Yeah, front part of the leg, right?
It doesn't matter. It's a part of the leg. Allah have a full leg, part leg. I don't care. Why Allah will show his shin?
Do you know the meaning of that verse?
Abdul, I'm asking you. Are you asking me? I am the ones asking you. Why Allah will show his shin?
So that we can fall before him.
So Allah have a shin. You told me that you Muslims worship you told me that we Christian worship a man. Allah has a shin. What is a shin?
That's true.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Allah's shin. Allah's shin is shin of who? What kind of shin it is? What kind of shin Allah he have? Is that the shin of a man?
We don't know.
So he's an animal? He's an animal? Is he an animal?
What?
Is he an animal? I'm asking you, Allah have only one shin or he have many shin? Listen, Abdul, listen. Allah have one shin or many shin?
What?
Allah has many shin or only one shin?
The Quran doesn't tell that.
How come? Why? Didn't you know?
Why?
Okay, based on the Quran, we will go by the Quran. The Quran says, listen, the Quran says Allah will uncover his shin. He did not say shins, correct? Which means there's only one shin.
Quran says hands
so
of Allah.
All right, no problem. Allah have hands, so you know that. Okay, thank you. Allah have hands, and both of them they are in the right side. Is that correct?
He might have, but we don't know how they are.
So it doesn't matter. If he is not a man, so he has a physical being. So you admit. Okay, you admit. Hold on. You admit that your God Allah is a physical being. Is that correct?
Who said that? He doesn't.
You just said that. Muhammad, you just said that. You said Allah have hands too. You just said that a second ago.
The Quran says all those things. It's metaphorical. We don't draw.
No, not metaphorical. Who said metaphorical? Who is the scholar? He said to you metaphorical. Who's the one? Give me his name. I will give him a spank. What is the name of the scholar? He told you.
Allah has hands and legs.
Yeah.
Then why don't we worship Allah with hands and legs? Tell me the answer.
You worship Allah with hands and legs because the Quran says He have hands and legs.
No Muslim in the world says that Allah has a body and hands. And why don't you tell the Christians?
Hold on. No Muslim in the world says that. Let us see what your prophet said.
No Muslim in the
hold on. Let us see what your prophet. Said. You know Islam more than your prophet. No Muslim in the world says that. Your prophet said that, my friend. Look what he said with me. The prophet SAWSSFEGMOAAQ said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal, Antichrist, that I am afraid that you may not understand. The Antichrist is short, hidden-toothed, woolly-haired, one-eyed, etc., etc., etc. He's short, he's fat, he have a big butt, he have a big ass. And then he says, if you are confused about him, know that your Allah is not one-eyed. Is that correct? Do you agree?
What is your point?
Do you agree? Well, which means the difference between this man, the difference between the Muslim, they will be confused about him and the Dajjal. The Dajjal is a short man, he have a big ass. Listen. The Dajjal, did Muhammad say, Muhammad, a second ago I showed it from the Quran, and a second after you said, no Muslim, hold on, Abdul. You are the one who said to me, no Muslim said that we believe Allah have physical being bodies. People, they can go right now and search on YouTube and they will see 5,000 videos of Muslims explaining how the hands of Allah are. They are physical. The foot of Allah. Listen. Yeah, you see, you are a coward. You are a coward and you are a kid. You are a coward and you are a kid. You don't answer, right? Is that your prophet saying that or me?
Where did the prophet say that in the Quran? I don't understand.
Okay, listen. Is that your prophet saying that? Is that your prophet saying that Allah is not one-eyed and don't confuse between him and between a man? A Dajjal is a man. Why the Muslims, Abdul, why the Muslim will be confused between him and the man?
You said Dajjal, right? Where is that verse? One-eyed Dajjal, fat one.
It's in front of you. Sunan Abi Dawood. Your prophet is talking.
Is that Quran?
A second ago you told me no Muslim says that. In order to show you who Muslim who says that, this is mean it's not in the Quran. You did not say to me Allah did not say that. You said to me no Muslim says that. So I wanted to show you who is the Muslim who said that. So I get you the best of the Muslims. His name is Muhammad ibn Abdullah. So now we have the best of the Muslims, the Prophet himself. So now do you agree with him or you don't?
I didn't understand you.
Really?
Muslim wrote.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you in the language you understand.
You speak very fast. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Brother Sister, the brother question في ذاك question.
Okay.
Why Allah he's saying, Allah Prophet he's saying that if you are confused between the brother between Ad-Dajjal and between Zakir Naik or between Allah, you better know that Allah is not one-eyed. Why the Muslim they will be confused if Allah is not a man?
In Eastern languages, one-eyed means wicked.
Don't tell me Eastern language. Are you an Arab? Are you an Arab or not? Are you an Arab? Are you an Arab?
This is the main problem.
Abdul, what Eastern language? What Eastern language? You're a prophet comparing between a man who is short and he have a fat ass and he have a booger in his nose. And why he is saying you will be confused? Where is the point of confusion? Where is the confusion coming from? Why? Listen, answer. Don't shout. Why you will be confused? Why your prophet he said this word? If you are confused,
literally, then show me where did the dead people become alive and walk through Jerusalem? In Matthew and in Luke, they wrote those things. Right? Abdul, you are a monkey. You are a monkey like your prophet. This is why you keep jumping from a topic like a topic. You are just get lost. You see how coward they are? You are like a prostitute who have no panty and trying to find the panty in my drawer. It's not here. You keep jumping like a monkey from a place to a place. No Muslim believe that Allah is a man. Hey, this is your Muslim Muhammad. He is saying Allah is a man. And he think he will be confused one day in the judgment day between him and between a man. How you will be confused if Allah is not a man anyway? What is the reason for Muhammad to be confused between a man and Allah if Allah is not a man? This man is short, he have a big ass, he is fat, he have a curly hair, he have a booger in his nose, he have one lost eye, and Muhammad trying to make you to clear it for you. If you are confused, there's only one difference between the fat man and Allah. What is the difference? Your God Allah is not one-eyed. And right away he start talking about Jesus. How you worship a man? How you worship a man? You worship a beast. You worship an octopus. If Allah have one shin, if Allah have one shin, and the funny guys, the hadith says that Allah have two hands in the right side. I mean, what kind of a funny creature that funny is? Two hands in the right side. Let me show you. If you want to play with the Christian Prince, you have no idea you are talking to who.
Ah, Lord. Read with me. And both of his hands are right. Do you see it? And both of his hands are right hands. Guys, for the sake of God, if one of you is good in drawing, draw for me Allah. Allah have a shin. He will do striptease. Allah is not one-eyed. Okay, he did not lose his eye in the war. In the Dajjal, he lost it. He is fat, he is short, he have a big ass. He have a curly hair, but he is not one-eyed, and he have two hands in the right side, and he have one shin. This is how stupid Islam is. They want to debate us about Jesus, but they do not even know who is their God. And look how many topics we jump. And there is no Muslim, he says Allah have two gods. He's calling again. Let us laugh. How are you, Abdul? Do you have the answer? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get the answer for me?
Am I live?
Did you get the answer for me? Why Allah have a shin, and why Allah have two hands, and why your prophet comparing him to a fat man?
I can't hear myself on the screen. Is this live or are you talking to me personally?
No, I'm not talking to you personally. Everybody is listening.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
I'm asking you, why you're a prophet? Why you're a prophet?
Show me from the Bible, where did the dead people come into Jerusalem and meet with their old friends?
Just get lost. Abdul, this is a program to get your prophet busted. We are not talking about Jesus. When we make a title about Jesus, we will talk about Jesus. You are a coward like you're a prophet. They call me to change the topic because they are afraid to answer. Your God, Allah, obviously is a man. Not only is a man, he's short, he's fat, and he is funny. He have one shin and he have two hands in the right side. And your God, Allah, he have a front but he have no back. I mean, how this can be? Your God, Allah, is a jellyfish? What's wrong with you Muslims? You worship who? You have no idea. We keep asking the Muslims, who is Allah? They do not know. And look how we jump from place to place to place. When we ask him why in the Quran, Allah, he said to the angels, I know what you know not. He did not dare to say Allah agree or disagree. Do you know why? Because the stupid Allah, when he disagreed with the angels that Adam would do mischievement, he was wrong. This is why this idiot, he did refuse to answer. Because all of us, we knew that Adam was kicked out of heaven. So the angels were right. When Allah, he says to them, I know what you know not, he is stupid. Hey Abdul, are you going to stay on the topic, or you will jump like a monkey?
Yeah, talk to me.
I'm talking to you. Why your prophet comparing Allah to a man?
I can't hear you properly. Please speak loudly.
Brother, why your prophet comparing Allah to a man, brother?
Don't you know the meaning of metaphor?
What is metaphor? This is metaphor. Allah have two hands.
There is no metaphor.
Allah have two hands. Allah have a shin, and Allah is not one-eyed. Okay, explain to me. Allah is not one-eyed. What does that mean metaphorically?
He means he is not wicked.
What? Not what?
He is Arabic. You know that one-eyed means wicked people. One-eyed people are wicked people. Ooh, wow.
Ooh, okay. Well, I am not one-eyed people, man. Listen, I am not one-eyed, and there's millions of people who refuse Islam, and they are not one-eyed. So are you saying to me the owner of Playboy magazine is not a wicked man because he have two eyes? Are you stupid or what?
Johnny, listen to me.
Listen, the owner of a Playboy magazine, is he wicked or not?
Playboy magazine is run by Christians. He
is not. He is a Muslim like you because he worship penis. He worship penis. You're a prophet. Listen, did your prophet promise you to have a penis will never go to sleep? Yes or no?
Pardon?
Did your prophet promise you that you will have a penis who will never go to sleep?
You have what? You have what?
Did your prophet? Should I say it to you slow? Did your prophet promise you that in the heaven Allah will give you a penis will never sleep? Yes or no?
Are you mad?
I'm asking you, did he or not?
I'm asking you, are you mad?
No, I'm not. You're prophet.
Why are you taking all the books and all the...
Listen, here we go. This is the hadith in front of me. It says,
We believe all the...
Muhammad, he says, I swear there's no one whom Allah will admit to paradise. Read with me, read with me. Abdul, hold on. Let me.
Do you know what is da'if hadith?
Everything is da'if. All the hadith I showed you is da'if. The Quran is da'if. Get lost. Go right now and search, you idiot, for Sheikh Hamza. He will give you a lesson and he will spank you. Da'if hadith is accepted. And all the hadith I showed you until this one, it was strong. And you are dumb like your prophet. Is the Quran da'if? Is the Quran da'if? Isn't the Quran saying to you, you will be busy doing joyous things with your women? What does that mean? You will play chess with them? Or you will do bang bang, bing bong? Coward. There is no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to 72 wives. 2 from the Houris and 70 from the inheritance of the people of hell. Focus with me here, please. Allah will bring 70 whore from hell. Why they are from hell? Because they are a prostitute. And look what he said. Whom they will have at desirable front passages, which mean their vagina and their breasts look so good. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is a prophet of God describing for us how the vagina and how breast they will be. And then he will have a male member that will never become soft. Do you see it, Abdul? This is a prophet of God. This is a scam. Do you Muslims have a brain? A prophet of God, he want to give us such a thing? Why? You know, a pimp who work in Las Vegas, he will be shy to say what this guy is saying. That is the true religion of Islam. Even the Quran described the breast of the women in the heaven. Let's go to the Quran. Because maybe now he will say the Quran is weak. It's weak. It is weak. Get lost, get lost. Don't call me. Don't call me, kid. Don't call me. Bring your parents. All right? I'll give you a chance. You are a kid. You are seriously a kid. Read with me, please. The Quran described the breast of the women. Quran. How Allah will give us women in the heaven. What those women will do exactly. What is their description? The Quran give us the details. Allah will never bring us women who don't have nice big breasts. Actually, they are firm and they are, oof, man. Read with me. Read with me. Any Muslim can translate for me this verse. Verse number 33. Who is the one saying that? Is that Sahih al-Bukhari? Is that a weak hadith? Huh? Is that a weak hadith? The Quran describing for you the women, you will have sex with them. And not only that, the Quran says that those women, they have a brand new vagina. Brand new what? Vagina. And those vaginas never, excuse my language, been effed. And they did not bleed from sex. Chapter 56, chapter 55, verse number 56. And if you see the Muslim translation, hold on, as long as you like Sahih International, let us see what Sahih International say about this verse. I will go to Sahih International just to make him happy. This is God and this is religion. Even your God himself in the Quran, he says, if he wanna if women, he will if the hur and the angels. And I can show you that from the Quran. And yet you say to me, Allah is not a man, so what he is? Horny pig? Here we go. I'm I'm not cutting your voice. You are changing topic. You promise me you will not change topic. You are a coward like your prophet. Guys, how many times this kid, he promised me he will not change topic? We start talking about Adam. He said, let's go to the Quran. We went to the Quran. He didn't want to answer. Then he starts saying, you worship Jesus. He's a man. What does this have to do with this? You are a coward. You are a kid. Bring me your mom. Let your mom talk to me. Because Muslim women, they are more manly than Muslim men. This is what I notice. Let's see. Guys, in the heaven of Allah, let me show you how stupid the heaven of Allah. Let me show you what stupid this religion is. All right. This is the description of the heaven of Allah. Allah, he will give you in the heaven pillows and beds, who the under of it is made from istabraq, made from silk. I mean, what? The pillow, guys, the pillow cover is made from istabraq. It's a fabric made in Iran. I mean, here we go. Allah promised me Gucci. Don't you want to have Gucci? Allah will cover your pillow by Gucci. Continue. And then he says, and there Allah will jail for you. They are going to be jailed inside their tents. Women who never been screwed, excuse my language, because here they are saying untouched. This is a lie. It says here in Arabic, lam yatmuthahun, which means they never been having sex. They never lost their virginity. Women, their vagina have 0 mileage. Say it as it is. So women, they have 0 mileage vagina, and no man, neither genie F them. Are you crazy, Muslim? Do you really believe that genie F your women? Yes, Muslim believe that genie sleep with Muslim women. There's a Muslim guy, he called a TV station, but for sure it was not Zakir Naik. But let us assume it was Zakir Naik, and the rest will be from the TV. Tadadun, 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 tadadun. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Brother, I have a wife, and I opened the door of her room and I found her doing things under the blanket. What do you think, brother, is happening? Brother Fitter, the brother here asking question. His wife is doing boom boom under the blanket by herself. My friend, the Prophet who warned us that there are certain women and certain men, they have sexual relationship with dini. And obviously, your wife is having sex with a dini. I advise you to read the chapter of the 30 times. The wife is having sex with the genie? Abdul, your wife is horny, that's all, and you are stupid. You did not have sex with her maybe for the last 2 months. That's all. But the Abdul, he think that the genie had having sex with his wife, and now he do not know what to do. And Zakir, he says to him, okay, read the Quran, chapter of the chair upside down 30 times. This is God. This is God that promised me Gucci in the heaven, and women, they have vagina, never been touched. This is God. Is that what God do? I will give you one more chance. Don't ruin it. Call me again. One more chance, that's it. Either you answer or I will block you. Call me. Call me, Abdul. Call me. May Allah, the moon God bless you. May the moon God Allah, he open the Muslim eyes and give them virgin who have a vagina never been touched before. You go to the heaven, you see the vagina have a wax in it. You have a plastic bag in the top. All right. What do you want to say, Abdul?
Yeah. Ask me the question.
I asked you a question many times before. You never repeat.
You were talking. You know, I heard what you were speaking.
Why Allah is promising you in front of us right now?
Talking about my language, but first watch your language and please ask me the question.
I'm asking you a question. The Quran. Why the Quran promising you a vagina never been used?
What?
Why the Quran promising you a woman their vagina never been touched by genie or by men?
The who?
The Quran. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
Why the Quran?
I know, yes.
Yeah. Why? Why the Quran is promising you women nobody touched their vagina and they did not bleed from having intercourse yet.
They are not bleeding.
What's wrong with you, man? The verse in the front of you. Read. Okay, read for me chapter 55. Read, Abdul. Listen. Read for me chapter 55, verse number 56, and explain the verse for me.
Oh, okay, it's on the screen. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to listen?
Huh? I want the answer. What this verse?
Cut me in the middle.
What does verse mean? What does verse mean?
Yeah. Let me first tell you the context. Please have.
Tell me the context. I'm listening.
First, you started from Adam. You skipped the topic and you.
I skipped the topic, guys. I skipped the topic. I did. Let us go back.
Listen,
hold on. No. We will go back. Guys, I skipped the topic. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. I skipped the topic. Hold on. Everybody will see. Who is skipping who. Abdul. Yes, we go back to Adam. Listen, okay, we'll go back to Adam. So do you agree? Did Allah agree with the angels when they accused Adam to do mischievement? Yes or no?
Allah knows what will happen in the future.
That is not the question. That is not the question. That is Abdul. I'm asking a question. I want an answer. Did Allah agree or he did not agree? What's wrong with you?
Allah said He knows.
I don't care. I know too. I know more than Allah. This is not the question. Did Allah agree with the angel when he said to them, I know what you know not? Did he agree or he did not?
He means that he knows what will happen.
No problem. He will know. Okay, he knows what will happen. He knows. I get that. But no. The question is, did he agree with the angel or not?
He created, yes.
The question is, did he agree with the angels? Yes or not?
Do you know that you're talking about your God too here?
Abdul, he is not my God. No, he's not my God. My God don't look like an octopus. Your God look like an octopus. This is not the question. I don't care now. Listen. Don't change the topic. Do Allah agree with the angel or he don't agree with them? Either you say he agree.
Show me the proof. Where did zombies go out in Jerusalem?
You see, here we go. You see, guys? You see?
Yeah, see.
He is the one saying to me. He is the one who's saying, Abdul, just get lost and don't ever call me again. You are a kid and you are the son of the devil like your prophet Muhammad, the child molester, you coward. You are a coward and a child molester like your prophet. And this is why you are ashamed to answer. Because this verse will get your prophet busted and your Muhammad is busted and your God is busted. Because later Adam, he commit sin and he was kicked out. The verse here supposed to the story, Allah will prove to the angels that they are not knowing. And we can open right now any interpretation books. What do you want? Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, Zakir Naik, Fakir Naik, Shakir Naik, Indian boy. What do you want? Shakira. All of them agree that your prophet was a dumb, stupid idiot, and he thought that he's making a story and the story making sense. Allah, he said to them, I know what you know not, which means you are wrong about what you said. And Allah, he wanted to prove to them that you do not know the future about Adam. So Allah, he told the angels, he told Adam all the names, and then he said to Adam, he said to the angel, sorry, tell me the names of those things. So Allah, he told Adam all the names. Zucchini, Bukini, Burkina Faso, Zakir Naik. So he put Zakir Naik in the front of the angels. He said to the angels, who is that? They said, this is Sabir Ali. He said, no. This is Shakira. No. Monica Lewinsky. No. Trump. No. Okay, just shut up. You stupid. Adam, tell them who is that. And Adam, he told him. So Allah, he made a story supposedly, and he taught Adam the names. And by the way, God taught Adam the names. This is a verse historian from the Old Testament. But because Muhammad is dumb and stupid, he changed it and make it so funny. So here, Allah wanted to prove to the angels that they know not what he know. And they are wrong about Adam. So he taught Adam all the names, and then he told them to tell him the names. They could not tell him the names. And then he said to Adam, hey Adam, your turn. So Adam started reciting microwave, shish kebab, falafel, hummus, Alexa, UHD, the high definition TV. And then the angel said, exalt you. You are the one who no one have knowledge like you. And after Adam, he recite all the names, which is very funny story. Then Allah, he decided to punish the angels for accusing Adam falsely. So he said, oh angels, bow down to Adam. Bow down to Adam immediately. This is how stupid this story is. And then after 2 minutes, Adam, he commits sin and Allah kick him out of heaven. So do you see why this story is stupid? Do you see why it's a stupid story? And Abdul, you Muslims are the zombie. Do you want me to show you the reference Muslims eating people? Do you want me to read for you from the book of Al-Azhar how you Muslim you teach that you can eat anyone who is a Muslim if he is not praying to Allah? The Christian can be fried and the Muslim should be eaten raw, which means without cooking. You can go right now and search in YouTube for a Muslim scholar speaking of eating people. That is a practice of Islam. And Khalid ibn Walid, who is very famous, well-known Muslim, and he is the cousin of Muhammad from his family, he ate a human being. He killed him, he cooked him, he ate him, and he raped his wife. And that human being was a Muslim too. And he was one of the companions of Muhammad. That is the truth about Islam. Everything we see in front of us is a chain of contradictions and stupidity. And here Allah, he kicked Adam out of heaven for no reason, because we showed you in the hadith where Adam, he says, well, Allah is the one who made me do it. Are you going to blame me for what Allah, he decreed for me 40 years before my creation? That is the truth. That is the truth. Stupid, dumb religion. You know, just to show you how stupid the Muslims. Once a Muslim, he threatened me. He said, I'm going to buy all your books and I'm going to burn them. I mean, do you see how stupid they are? Who is a Muslim want to buy all my books and burn them, please? This is how dumb the followers of this religion is. So you Muslim will find that Muhammad, he believed in original sin. Same time Muhammad, he believed that original sin was the sin of Allah, not the sin of Adam, because it was Allah, he wrote for Adam his sin. And not only that, let me show you something which is more funny and more fishy and more dumb. Look at this. Don't forget to subscribe if you are a Muslim, because Allah will give you a lot of versions. And by the way, they are not versions, they are being used. You know, the delivery. Especially if the delivery guy is a Muslim. Yeah, right, he will have a version. All right. If we go in the hadith, we will find the following. Read with me, please. This is a story. The one is talking is Muhammad. A Christian prince have nothing to do with it. And the one who is giving us the wisdom of knowledge is Muhammad. And this is the book of Sahih al-Bukhari. And this is a Sahih hadith. People who worship Allah the Shin, listen carefully and read and laugh with me. Look what your prophet, he said. So one of you may do good deeds, which supposedly categorize the person who will go to heaven, of the people of paradise, so much that there is nothing except a cubit between him and paradise. So you are almost there. You are almost there. You insult a Christian prince, you threat him, you want to kill him, you want to find him, you want to make him shish kebab, you join ISIS, you join Al-Qaeda, you rape women, you do everything to go to heaven. Then look what Allah said. But then what Allah has been written for him decides his behavior. Wow. Should I say meow or wow? This is God. This is God. Your God, Abdul, listen carefully. Your God is saying the following, that you spend your life praying to Allah, following Allah, and then suddenly you will face the following situation. I'm following God. His name is Allah. I pray. I fast. I do jihad. I shave my underarm. I save my boogers for the future. I worship Allah. I go to Hajj. I spend my money doing jihad for Allah. And now, suddenly, what is written by Allah is going to take over. And I will start behaving as an evil man. The moment of the truth. And then I start doing the deeds of an evil man. And I will go to the hellfire. Why, Allah, why? What's wrong with you, Allah? So all this gain for nothing? You made me pray, you made me convert, you made me to go to Hajj, you made me kiss the black stone, which is a vagina. And then you said to me at the end, what is written by Allah will take over. Why you don't take over from the beginning, you idiot? You are God? Are you sure? That is the most dumb God ever. This is a religion? This is a religion. You pray to Allah 5 times a day. You shake your penis 3 times as the Prophet he said. You pee as a woman and people make fun of you for peeing like a woman. They will think you are a gay. You collect your boogers and you save it in your pocket as the Prophet. Dogs, they piss in the mosque and you don't clean the floor as the Prophet used to do. The goat ate the book, the Quran, and we let it go. And we do jihad and we pray and we spend our money and we give donation to Zakir Naik and to Shabir Ali. And then after all of this, what's written by Allah will take over and then I will go to hell. I mean, how dumb this religion is. How stupid this religion is. Don't talk about we are sad, my friend. The Muslim saying to me you are sad. The sad is the Prophet, the one who tried to commit suicide many times. I mean, have you ever heard of a prophet? He commits suicide many times. And each time he tried to commit suicide, the angel he hold him from his panty and he say, Muhammad, don't do it, Muhammad. Come on, Muhammad, listen to me. Muhammad, look here, don't look down. Don't look down. Truly, truly, you are a prophet. No, I'm not a prophet. No, you are a prophet. Who told you you are not? Khadija told me you are not a prophet. Don't believe her. Khadija, she's a liar. She eats shish kebab. She eats falafel. She eat pork. She eat pork. And you are talking about who's sad? This is a religion. And look, Muhammad, he continues saying the following. And one of you may do evil deeds. Like the people of hellfire, so much so that there is nothing except a cubit between him and hellfire. We are getting close to the hellfire. We are getting so close to the hellfire. Someone is doing everything ugly, and now he can hear the fire. He is in the front of the gate of hell. He is there. His face is hot, his hand almost burning. He is almost inside the hell gate. The gate is opening. He can see the hellfire. He is almost pushed inside. And then, what is written by Allah? What is written by Allah will take over. Then what has been written for him besides his behavior, and he start doing the good deeds of the people of paradise, and he enter paradise. Hey, finally he enter paradise. The guy who was doing bad deed all his life, he end in paradise, and the one who was doing good deeds all his life, he go to hell. I mean, how stupid this religion is. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion more than this religion? And you Muslim, you want me to convert to this religion? Don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to give out versions at the end of the month. Every month I receive a delivery from Allah. He give me versions. Seriously, they are real versions. Yeah, I mean, version coming from the Middle East. Yeah, they are leftover versions. The God of the versions. I mean, look at this. Who in the world want to believe in this garbage? What's wrong with you, Muslim? Do you have a brain? If I open the head of a Muslim, what I will find? According to Google, #1 people who search for sex with donkey is Muslims. Is that what you have in your head? Read carefully. This is religion and this is God. If any Muslim would like to call me, please feel free. Just be honest, please. You know, don't keep jumping from topic to topic. I mean, I'm really upset from the Muslims that always try to avoid speaking about the topic we are talking about, and they jump from here. I mean, what do you want? Our program is about Islam. Suddenly, they want to talk about the Bible. There's a brother of mine, his name is Sam Shamoun. He do love podcast, and he love to debate you about the Bible. This is what he do. I am a person who study Islam. I am here to explain to you Islam. You want to learn about the Bible? No problem. I can answer a question, 2 questions, but this is not our topic. Don't jump out of our topic. I am not asking you to worship Jesus. Don't worship Jesus. Stay following Allah's shin. Yet you cannot answer us. And guys, just to show you, the Muslim they say to us that Quran is a book of science. I mean, how many times we heard this before? Tons of time. And to the point, I had to make a book. It's called Quran and Science in Depth. And I think many of you have it already. And the book, actually, The Deception of Allah, complete this one. Like both of them, they speak about the science of the Quran, and we got the Muslim busted with no mercy. If you read with me the same page we are reading from, how Muhammad explained the creation of the babies, which Muslims they try to lie to us, and they say there is a miracle in the Quran. Look, Allah, he speak about how the embryo is created. According to Muhammad, the total creation of the baby is 120 days. And not only that, 40 days a sperm will be in the belly of the mother. 40 days. And then 40 days, the sperm will turn after that will become a clot of a congealed blood. Have you ever heard of a science like this? The sperm will become a congealed dead blood. That is a science, and this is God talking. and that will be for a period of 40 days too. So 40 days as a sperm, 40 days as a blood, and then what kind of a blood? I wish it was a living blood. It's a congealed blood, dead blood. And then 40 days as a piece of a flesh. How people they do that? And how Muslim can believe in such a thing? I think somebody is trying to contact me, but let us see. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, can you please tell me how 1 + 1 + 1 = 1?
Okay, who is the idiot who said to you we believe in 1 + 1 + 1?
You are the biggest idiot.
No. You have to tell me who is the one who told you that. Can you show me the book? No. Can you show me the book? It says we believe in 1 + 1 + 1.
You tell.
Don't tell me you. You see, when I speak to you, I show you reference. Show me the reference. It says we believe in 1 + 1 + 1.
Then why say Trinity?
Don't tell me why you believe Trinity. You said how 1 + 1 + 1 is 1. No. I want you to show me where it says there is 1 plus. Hold on, Abdul. I will shave my 20-foot beard if you can show me that we Christian believe in 1 + 1 + 1 is 1.
Jesus God?
Yes.
Then who is Father?
Don't change the topic. You open a topic.
Who is the Father?
Show me. You tell me who is the father of Jesus. Who is the father?
So you Christian ask
No, ask me. No, answer. I want you to answer right now. You are in trouble.
Are you stupid?
I will show you why you are in trouble. Who is the father? Who is the Abdul? Who is the father of Jesus? Who is the father of Jesus? I want to know.
Jesus is the father of Jesus?
Who is the father of Jesus?
I am asking you. You are Christian.
You have to answer me. No, you are a Muslim. You have a story in the Quran explained to you. Are you stupid or what? Who is the father of Jesus? Who is the father of Jesus?
I am asking you, if Jesus is God,
why Jesus have no father? I want to know.
What?
Who is the father of Jesus in the Quran?
You tell me from
God.
the Bible. We don't
God. In the Quran, the father of Jesus is God.
Then who is Jesus?
The father of Jesus in the Quran is God, and he is the son of God. And he is the son of God.
Who is Jesus?
The son of God. Abdul, I don't have time for a stupid talk. Just get lost. Stupid idiot. I just told you he is the son of God. Who is Jesus? The stupid Muslim cannot explain to us why Jesus, the only person who is born of a woman, but he don't have a father. Any Muslim can explain? You believe in 1 + 1 + 1. Show me where it says we believe in 1 + 1 + 1. You're a liar. Liars. You are the one who believe in 1 + 1 + 1 is 1, and let me show you. Let me get you busted. I am the Christian Prince. I am the nightmare of Islam. Look at this. Muhammad will show us how Allah became 1 + 1 + 1. Abdul talking about 1 + 1. You see, the Muslims are copy paste, but not even one dump of them he know what he's talking about. Let us see. Read with me, Abdul. Abdul, ya Abdul. Abdul, ya Abdul. I will make you sheesh and fool. Abdul, ya. Guys, read with me. Allah will come to them in a shape. Allah will come to that in a shape. Actually, let me show you the other hadith. This one is more there's other one is more clear. Hold on. I will show you who is the one who believe in 1 + 1 + 1, Abdul. Hold on. Where is the hadith? All right, here. It should be here. Guys, read with me, please. Allah will come to them in a shape other than they know, and will say, I am your Lord. And they will say, we seek refuge with thee from you by Allah. So this is the first Allah. The first Allah is of Allah who have a shape different from the one which they know, and shape is a physical being. Now the second Allah will come. Allah, he come in either shape again. So they will say to him, we seek refuge from you by Allah, and this is our place. We will not follow you. So the Muslim, they will kick the ass of Allah because they don't like his shape, because this is Allah with the shape which they don't like. So now we have shape number one. Take a note. We have what? We have shape number one. Take a note. So this is Allah one. The one Allah. The first Allah. Add with me, please. This is Allah. Okay. Now Allah, after he come with them to the shape which they don't like, and they kick his ass, and they say to him, we seek refuge from thee, which means they consider him as a shaitan. Allah, he will come to them, it says here, then Allah will come to them in a shape they know. This is the second Allah. So now we have first Allah plus second Allah equal to one Allah. Any Muslim can answer me? When Allah he had a shape, first shape, what happened to the first shape? He dumped it, he put it in the dumpster. Any Muslim can answer. As you see, Allah come in a shape, and then the Muslim, they will say to him, get lost, you idiot, you are not Allah. Hello, you think we are stupid? Hello. They will call Zakir Naik, and Zakir Naik will say, brother Thithar, Allah will come to earth in the shape other than the one with no. You Muslims, are you stupid? Why you are saying to Allah, we seek refuge from Allah? If your prophet just told you the story, he told you he will come to you in a shape, why you keep going? Huh? So now we have two Allah. Which one is Allah? Is the first one is fake? No, because Muhammad, he said, Allah will come to them. Allah himself will come in a shape other than they know. Muslim, do you know the shape of Allah? A second ago, this guy, he said, Allah don't have a shape. Didn't he say? He said it's a metaphorical. This guy, he said it's a metaphorical. It is not. It is a real shape. No, I'm done with this kid. If you wanna give me his dad, I will talk to his dad. 1 + 1 + 1. You stupid idiot. No Christian believe in that. All of the Christian believe that the word of God is God, and the word of God became a man. That's all. And we can prove that to you from the Quran, you idiot. The Trinity from the Quran. The same verse it says there's no Trinity, is the same verse confirm the Trinity. And this is why we say Muhammad is an official idiot. If we go right now to the Quran, we will find the following. I mean, if the prophet of the Abdul is madman, stupid, what do you expect from the Abdul? This is the verse the Quran used to debate the Trinity, to prove us wrong. But the same verse is the reason to believe in the Trinity. Chapter 4, verse 171. Read with me, please. And remember, this is the Muslim translation, not my translation. Supposedly Allah is talking. He says, say the truth about Jesus Christ, the son of Mary. He is a messenger. So take number one. Jesus is what? Is a messenger. Take one, please. Abdul, take notes. Abdul, take notes. Jesus is a messenger. Okay, this is the first one. 1 + what? and he is his word. All right, so Jesus is a messenger and he is the word. This is one. All right, plus, and he is spirit proceeding from him. He is a spirit proceeding from God. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, and that is equal to what? Jesus. Abdul, you just told me the Trinity is wrong, and there's a snippet to say plus 1 plus 1 is 1, ha 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 ha, but the Quran, you idiot, says that. The stupid Quran say, let me switch to English, sorry. Your stupid Quran says that 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1. Let me do it for you. So Jesus is the man. He is the messenger, the Quran saying the same verse. Plus, Jesus, he is the word of God. Plus, Jesus, he is the Spirit of God. Plus, oh sorry, no more plus, equal to Jesus. So you stupid Muslims, when you say to us how 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 1, that is a question to answer to your God, the dumb God Allah, not to me. For we don't believe in 1 plus 1 plus 1. It's your God who believe in that. Guys, is that clear? Is the answer clear? Did I make things up? It's in the front of your eyes. This is the Quran. The Quran says that Jesus is a man. Okay. He is a messenger. That means he's a man. All right. And he is the word. Okay. And he is a spirit. But this spirit is different from any spirit. It's proceeding. Do you see proceeding? ing from him. Him who? God, supposedly, or Allah. So the spirit of Jesus is the spirit of God. Jesus is the word of God, and Jesus is the messenger of God. That is a 3, still Jesus. Do you see it? It is in your religion, not in my belief. We don't believe in 1 plus 1 plus 1. It's you Muslims who believe in that. And by the way, I can show you where Muhammad, he said that Jesus is Kalimatullah wa ruhihi. Ya Ruhullah. Allah, Ruhullah, Messiah is the spirit of Allah. Adam is not the spirit of Allah. Muhammad is not the spirit of Allah. Ibrahim is not the spirit of Allah. No prophet is the spirit of Allah except Jesus. Why? Why? No, we are explaining the Trinity from the Muslim books because they cannot deny from their books. If you explain, my friend, from your book, the Muslim, they say to you after 10 hours of explaining, I don't believe in your book anyway. That's why I don't waste my time. I spank the sheikhs of the Abdul using their books. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time. Do you understand me, people? Because the Muslim, he will say to you, well, I don't believe in your book anyway, so why I want to waste my time if you don't believe in my book? Get him busted from his book. Now what he can say, he will say the Quran is a stupid book. It took me 2 minutes to show him the Trinity from the Quran and to show him that he is the one who believes in 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 1 from his book. What he will say now? He will say to me, Allah is stupid. He will say, I don't believe in the Quran. He cannot. He cannot, my friend. Kuwas, what was your name? You have to add me, my friend. Add me. Debate TV, one word. You have to add me first, and then you can. I will add you. Until now, I receive no ad from anyone. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. I am a Christian Prince, and I have thousands and thousands of videos in YouTube. I debated the scars of Muslims, and all of them, they've been destroyed with no mercy, and no crazy glue in the world can put them together. And if there is any Muslim, he knows someone, he claimed to be a scholar. I'm willing to speak to you even if you are a scholar, don't take me wrong. What we are doing right now is just a chat. But if you know someone, he claimed to be a scholar, but I never met one really, ask him, do you like to debate Christian Prince? And I promise you, we will speak to him in respect, and I would like to have a debate. I am a Christian Prince. I am an Arab. I am a believer in my Lord and my Savior, the Messiah, that by his word we are going to defeat the devil, and by his word we are going to show you that Islam is the most stupid religion, and by his wisdom we are victorious, not by our wisdom. You Muslims, you fear the Bible because you are afraid, because you know your book is a book of garbage. A God who cannot maintain his tongue, he cannot even be focused, and he cannot say one story together. A book which is the flight of thought. One verse Muhammad is speaking about Adam, the second verse is speaking about shish kebab. How this book became a book? And when we ask the Muslims why Jesus don't have a father, do you know what the Muslim they say? They will say to you what Allah he said. Do you know what Allah he said? The most stupid, ignorant answer ever. Look, let me show you what Allah he said. Oh, Lord have mercy. إن مثل عيسى عند الله كمثل آدم خلقه من تراب ثم قال له كن فيكون. One of the most stupidest statement ever in the Quran, speaking about Jesus and Adam. Let me show you why. Again, we are using the Muslim translation. The similarity of Jesus before Allah is that of Adam. He created him from dust. Then he said to him, be, and he was. This is my challenge to all the Abduls in the world. Did Allah say to Adam, be, and he was? Who is a Muslim is willing to show me where Allah he created Adam by saying to him be? Honest to God, if you show it to me, I will apologize. I will sing for you the song of being ignorant. I will say, I am ignorant. I do not know what I'm talking about. Who can show me where this is coming from? Did Allah created Adam by saying be? Never. The Quran says that Allah he made a mud, and then he fashioned the mud, and then after he fashioned the mud, he make him in the look of a man, and after he make him look like a man, he breathed into the man, and then after he breathed into the man, it took him a few hours to the spirit to reach to his foot or feet. So where the Quran says Allah he said be and he was? This is stupid. This is stupid. In different verse in the Quran says وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا, and the human he was in rush. He wasn't rushed for what? Based on the story, when Allah he created Adam and he breathed into Adam, Adam he sneezed, achoo, achoo, and he said to Allah, hey Allah, finish me before the sunset. Chapter 17, verse number 11. Finish me before the sunset. I'm not going to ask you how Adam know about the sunset and he is not created yet. I mean, this guy is a genius. He's very cute. Finish me before the sunset. And the Quran saying that the similarity between Adam and Jesus, he said to him, be, and he was. Is that true? My friends, you see, I call you Muslims, I call you my friends because I'm a Christian, but I know that Muslims, you don't believe we are friends. I know. Look like we have somebody. Maybe it's the same guy. I don't know, the same Indian guy. Call me. I hope it's not him, the same person. Any Muslim would like to call, please feel free. Yes, is that your name? Was man? All right. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
Everything is good.
That's good.
You know, I'm not expert about the Bible, so I cannot comment on it. And I'm not an expert on the Quran, but I can tell you what I believe as a Muslim. You see, I believe that Jesus is a messenger, but when the Quran says Jesus is the Son of God, I mean, when you see, wait, I am in pressure. This is the first time. Okay. Look, the Quran does not say one equals one. That the Christian says one plus one is 3. What the Quran is saying is that you have taken a man who is 100% God and 100% human, is a human and God at the same time. So the Quran had a problem with that, because when you say human and God at the same time, it causes a very problem. That's what the Quran is saying. It is not saying 1 equals 1 and equals, and the Christian saying that. No, that's my claim.
Listen, my friend. When your prophet, he compared between a fat short man and your God, and that fat short man is a man, and he says if you are confused between them, you better know that Allah is not one-eyed, which means the only difference between both is the right eye. That's mean Allah is a man. So how you can answer that?
Can you say this is what you think? As looking, the prophet says.
I'm showing it in the screen. You can look and read, please.
Okay, I'm watching it. Wait, let me read it. The prophet said, "I have told you so much about." Increased his short. Give me a second, please, because I'm not expert.
My friend, I will give you 5 minutes. Call me back. Read the hadith carefully. Search Google.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Search Google, Yahoo. Call your friends and call me back. You sound like a nice guy. I would like to talk to you. You are welcome. All right. And I appreciate people who they are polite, and I would like to hear the answer from you. No problem. Call me back.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. If Allah is not a man, I mean, isn't it obvious? Muhammad saying, don't be confused between Allah and this man. Ad-Dajjal is a man. Ad-Dajjal simply is a person who will claim to be Jesus. The Antichrist in Islam is different from what Antichrist in Christianity, for many Christians do not know. The Antichrist in Islam is someone who will claim to be Jesus. He is the false Jesus, which means he's a man. And Muhammad is warning the Muslim not to be confused between him and the fall and Allah. And what is the confusion obviously coming from? Is from the look. That's why he is describing how he looked like. He is describing how he looked like. And as you see, the description about a man, just a normal man, he is describing how he looked like. He is describing how tall he is. He is describing if he's skinny or fat, describing his eyes, describing his hair. I mean, it's just a man. And yet Muhammad, he is worried that the Muslims will be confused between this man and Allah. And how we will know that Allah is not that man? That man had a problem, and the problem is the right eye. Allah is not one-eyed, that's all, which means everything else is the same. Everything else is exactly the same. The only difference between this man, we have a caller. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Very good evening.
Good evening, my friend.
Can you please show Jeremiah 8:8 on your screen?
Our topic is Islam, my friend. What do you want?
Can you please put Jeremiah 8:8
I cannot
on your
show you
screen?
right now. Can you turn the camera for me and do belly dancing for us?
Pardon?
Can you turn the camera and do belly dancing for us? What does have to do with our topic? We are talking about the Quran. We have a topic. Are you a kid?
I will tell you what is Quran. Please
no.
put 8:8.
No.
Jeremiah 8:8.
No. Are you going to answer the topic, or you are here to play games?
I will answer if you keep the verse. I will answer.
The verse you are quoting for me have nothing to do with my topic. And
How do you know if you did not put it on the screen?
No, I don't. I do not need to put for you anything in the screen. My topic is Islam, and you Muslims are a bunch of idiots. I have no problem to put any verse I want in the street. You can post it in the text, and people will laugh at you. When they are unable to answer, they want to change the topic. As simple as that. What does have to do with our topic? Like, did I call my show Bible study? Is a Christian Prince inviting people to talk about the Bible? You Muslims are a bunch of kids. And not only that, you go and you copy from a website. Look what the Christian Bible says. And then if we get you busted from the Bible, what you will do? If you are not even able to answer about your religion, what about you show me first how you can answer this dumb, stupid things in your religion, and then you go to the Christians. Isn't it the Christian book is corrupt anyway? And by the way, as long as the Christian book is corrupt, how your prophet, he swear by that book? As long as you are asking me to quote it from the Old Testament, how your prophet, he says, I believe in thee, and the one who sent thee, is your prophet was a hypocrite and a liar? Huh? The book you are making fun of, your prophet, he took an oath of it. You see it? The Jews, they invited Muhammad and they asked him about a topic about women she commit fornication. The messenger of Allah, they gave him a caution to sit on it. The prophet of Allah, he said, bring the Torah. Bring what? The Torah, the book you are asking me to quote it from, Abdul. Abdul, are you listening? Bring the Torah. Let me speak it to you as the Jews. Bring the Torah, my friend. Bring the Torah. Did you bring the Torah? Okay, he bring the Torah. What Muhammad he did? He would draw the caution from beneath him, and he placed the Torah on it, saying, I believe in thee and him who sent thee. Did your prophet swear? He just swear by Ermiah, Abdul? Did your prophet just swear by that verse you are making fun of, saying I believe in thee? I mean, what a scumbag your prophet must be then, to swear by a book it is funny and stupid as you are trying to say. Christians, are you learning how to get the Muslim busted? Are you learning? Do you see how we get them busted? If the Torah is corrupt and the Torah is book and the Torah is stupid and the Torah is funny and you are calling me to make fun of it, why your prophet saying I believe in thee? How come you Muslim don't believe in thee, but Muhammad believe in thee? Maybe Muhammad was a Shia. I think Muhammad was a Shia. I think Muhammad was what the name of this guy? The guy who the Shia guy became famous. What his name? All right, my friend, wise man. I will let you talk. Just give me a minute. Muhammad is swearing by thee and saying, I believe in thee. So how dumb is thee, Muslims, to believe in thee if the thee is corrupt? If the thee is corrupt, I mean, seriously, Muslims officially they have mental issue. But I hope not all of them. You see, like the gentleman he just called me a minute ago, sound like he's a nice guy, you know, and maybe sound he want to listen. You see, but if somebody here want to play games, you can play games with Christian Prince. You have no idea who's a Christian Prince. I have no mirrors in my home because I get scared from debating myself. I lose. Don't ever try to play games with me. You are no match. We will take a break with an old video. Make a cup of tea. All right.
I don't like people to speak forever and say nothing. So I want you to get me busted, if we can say so, in a friendly way.
We'll make a cup of tea, guys. Listen to the debate.
My duty is to get you busted in a friendly way. All right? So when you see me saying to you, I need a text, or you see my hand up, please give me the mic back. I will just ask you a question about something you said, or I will make a comment. I give you the mic back. It's just a way to switch the mic between us, because this is Parler Talk. One person can speak at the time, and we have no other options. It's not like a phone conversation where both of us we can speak. So just watch the text. If I say to you, can you please give me the mic, give it to me, or if I put my hand up, and the same, you can do the same for me. Mr. Muslim D, I've been told in Facebook that he is a person who do dawah in New York or in New Jersey. I'm not sure if this is true. He is very active person, and I don't know if you believe he's a sheikh, but I think he grow a beard. Is that correct, Mr. D? So, which means you consider yourself something like that. So let us see how much knowledge you have in your religion, and what is your questions about my belief. The mic is yours, and you are more than welcome.
Hi, greetings. So, am I heard? Beautiful. Okay. So, thanks for the kind invitation there, Christian Prince. I really do appreciate your kind words. I haven't been on Parler Talk in a while, probably over a year and some change. I used to be quite active, especially back in, I guess you can say, 2008 to 2010, 11, whatnot. But anyway, that's irrelevant. So again, thanks for the invitation, and I'm happy that we can discuss and share some common grounds here, and ultimately come to a goal we're seeking to achieve here. Now, I do want to point out that the reason why I'm here right now is because there was someone who came to one of my posts and dropped a message. It was regarding a post that I put where the term Allahu Akbar is mentioned, and we had a little bit of a confrontation regarding what the term Akbar means. He unfortunately started getting somewhat disrespectful, and I looked in past messages and I found that he was actually very disrespectful, where he said things like, Muhammad, pork be upon him, piss be upon him, and whatnot. So, may God forgive him for that. I think that's very wrong and disrespectful, and I don't appreciate that. I think if we're going to have a dialogue, it should be with respect and in a civilized manner. That's the only, if we're willing to discuss under those terms, I'm fine with discussing. As for you mentioning that I'm a Dai, and by the way, my name is Muslim Dai on Pal Talk here.
All right, we'll
So
stop
you can have
here.
it correct.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, look like we have him calling again. Yeah, okay, go ahead. We will go back to the
look,
topic and later we can play this.
Let me understand what you are trying to do.
All right.
Look, you know that Muslims don't read the hadith. You know very well. They don't even know the explanation of the hadith.
So what the Muslims know then? What the Muslims know?
There is some Muslim who knows, but most of them. They
No,
don't
okay,
even know
you as a Muslim, my friend, what do you know?
Look, what I know is this.
Yeah.
I talk about that Jesus is the Son. We don't have to repeat it again. We know what we believe. But I'm going to add this after this. Look, we don't believe that the Dajjal is God. We believe that it is a false Messiah who is going to come after in the time in the end of before the ending of the world.
All right.
And there is going to be false God, but it is not going to be a God.
No, I'm not. Did I say he is going to be God? I did not say that, my friend. Listen to me carefully. The question is, why your prophet comparing between his look and Allah, and you think you Muslims will be confused because of the look?
Because God is going to give them powers, the power.
Okay.
But if you lie, good Muslims who practice will understand that he's a false God.
My friend, if
That's what I
do you see,
understand.
my friend, do you see in the hadith where your prophet he mentioned anything about the power? No. He is just describing the look of the two person. One, his name is Ad-Dajjal, which means the false Messiah, and the other
Yes.
one is your God. So the comparison between them is just the look. Now, the Dajjal is a man. Do you agree? He's a man. He claimed to be the Messiah, correct?
Yeah, yes.
But he's a false man. He's a liar, but he's a man. Okay. So why the Muslims will be confused about the look of Allah and the look of this man if Allah is not a man?
Because God will give them powers.
No. You see? Okay, what? Listen, my friend. No problem. Listen carefully. My friend. How we will recognize this man who will have a power? Your prophet said he did not say he have one eye have a problem. No, he said you better know that he is one-eyed and your God is not one-eyed. So he is afraid that you will be confused about him and about your Lord. Okay,
I'm agreeing with that.
yeah. Why you will be confused? Listen.
And follow that.
What's your name? What's your
They
name?
will think he's God.
My friend, what's your name?
My name is Osman.
Westman. Okay.
Like man.
All right, Mr. Westman. He compare between the look of Allah and the look of the man. He's afraid you will be confused, and the only difference between them is one-eyed. So Allah have a look of a man, and the only difference between this man and Allah is one-eyed. How that can be?
Because it doesn't say that. Wait a minute.
It says that in front of you, my friend. He is saying if you are confused about him, about
know
him.
that your Lord is not
Okay.
one-eyed.
What?
Because God doesn't have one eye. It
So
does not have to say that.
what Allah have? What Allah have?
That compares
Okay,
between God and
no, he's comparing. He's afraid he will be confused. Allah have one is not one eye. How many eyes Allah have?
We don't know. I mean,
What
we
do you
don't know
mean?
how God looks.
What do you mean? What do you mean we don't know?
We don't know how God looks. We
Okay,
cannot
so
put,
how you know he is not a man then?
What? I didn't hear you.
How you know he is not a man? If you do not know how Allah look like, how you know he is not a man for sure?
Wait a minute. What do you mean not by?
My friend.
Became a man.
No. I did not say to you he became a man or etc. No, I said to you the question is very simple. If you do not know how Allah look like, how you know for sure he is not a man? You don't know how he look like. You just said that. How you know he is not a man?
He does not, because he created man. How he can?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jesus in the Quran, he created from the bird, from the mother bird. Doesn't mean he's a bird.
If you're talking about the clay of the.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you create me as a man, it doesn't matter. Even your prophet, he said in the hadith that Allah, he created Adam in his image. Do you want me to show it to you?
Wait. When he says image, that does not mean created like a man. You have to understand.
My friend, this is Adam. This is Adam. This is Adam. He's talking about Adam. خلق الله آدم على صورته. Allah, he created Adam in his image. What does that mean?
Image does not mean a picture. It does.
What image means?
That we have some. For example, we have love. Yes. We have some characteristics. Yes.
No. So is that are we the same as Allah in that manner?
No.
So what does it mean? Allah created Adam in his image.
When we say image, it is. I think it is English. It is not similar like Arabic.
No, my friend. This is a phrase.
I'm sorry.
This is a phrase. This is a phrase, my friend. Muhammad copied from the Old Testament, where God, he says, "I created Adam in my image." And let me ask you a question then. Why you're a prophet, he said, don't beat a man in his face? Why you're a prophet, he said, don't beat a man in his face?
Don't beat man in his face?
Yeah, why?
But you have to understand what I believe first, because
my friend, why the question? My friend, listen carefully.
You are using 16 hadith in the.
I have to use the hadith. This is your book. This is your prophet. I'm not using.
This is not the word of God. Sorry.
No, it is the word of Allah. The Quran itself is a hadith. Don't you know that?
It's translated like a hadith.
No. The word of the Quran is a hadith. Let me show you, my friend. Obviously, you know nothing about Islam. Here we go. Allah أنزل أحسن الكتاب حديثا. Allah, he sent the best of the book, hadith. So he sent the hadith. He did not send the book.
Okay. Do you believe that the Bible is inspired?
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic.
No, I'm not changing.
Okay.
I'm not changing.
Did Allah say in the Quran? Did Allah say in the Quran? Allah, he sent.
Do you believe there is a point when the scripture of God becomes inspired?
Does the Quran say
without proof? Inspired meaning.
Wasman. Did Allah say that Allah, he sent the Quran as a hadith? Yes or no?
Yes, it is a hadith.
So why you are saying to me I'm focusing in the hadith when the Quran itself is a hadith?
Because it has to be a hadith. It is a speech of God. Because
so
how you can understand
what make you think it's a speech of God when Muhammad is the one who said it and there's no witnesses?
Wait, do you have the Bible? Look, I said it again.
Do Muhammad have a witness? Do Muhammad have a witness that he spoke to God ever?
Look, do you believe
did Muhammad speak to God? Listen. Did Muhammad speak to God? Yes or no?
Yes, I believe it. But look.
No, he did not. Show me where Allah spoke to Muhammad. Let me ask you a question.
Sorry.
Listen, my friend.
You cannot prove everything.
The chapter you use. Listen, the chapter you pray 5 times a day. What it's called?
Salat.
No. The chapter you read every day. What it's called?
Fatiha.
Al-Fatiha. Do you know when Muhammad he received Al-Fatiha, he was doing what?
I don't know what he was doing.
Okay. What if I show you that Muhammad, when he received Al-Fatiha, he was doing poo-poo?
Can you show me in the YouTube?
Sure. Hold on. I'm going to open the Muslim website because I don't like to to show you from a Christian website or something like that. Here we go. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan, owned by the King of Jordan, who is claiming that he is descendant from the family of Muhammad. This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. If you do not know what Asbab al-Nuzul mean, it means the reason for the chapter to come down. It says here that each time the Prophet he went out to do poo-poo, each time he went out to do poo-poo, he hears someone calling him saying, "Oh Muhammad." And whenever he heard this, he used to flee. Do you see it?
Upon verse, he went to some calling him. A minute.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't understand. I mean, I have never read this.
It doesn't matter, my friend. You never read this because you are talking to Christian Prince, and when you talk to me, you will learn a lot of things. However, it's in your book. This is your Muslim website. Let me give it to you in the text, in the chat. You can open it from your side, and you can search. You're a prophet. He received the most important chapter for you Muslims when he was doing poo-poo. How do you explain that?
He ceased to flee.
And not only this, each time he heard the angel, he ran away. Why?
Wait, what is the meaning of flee? Because
flee, my friend. Flee mean he run. He ran away. Where are you from, Wasman? Where are you from? Which country?
I am from Israel, but
All right.
I'm a Circassian. I'm not Arabic, but I know some words of Arabic.
No problem.
But I'm not,
no problem, my friend. You are welcome. No wonder you are polite. Okay. So how you explain to me that if Muhammad he spoke to Allah and he received inspiration from Allah, why Muhammad, after receiving almost 50 verses, a chapter from the Quran, he is flying, he's running away, and why the angel cannot wait until Muhammad finish his poo-poo? I mean, have you ever heard of an angel? He come to you when you are in the bathroom. He can't wait. And why he's running away? What the problem? Why Muhammad is scared? Muhammad already he spoke to the angels tons of time. So why he flee? Is that the first time he speak to him?
No, he talks. Maybe it is not. It is. This is the explanation they give, just like that, without even.
My friend. This is a book. It's called Asbab al-Nuzul. Let me explain to you what Asbab al-Nuzul in Arabic mean. The reason for the Quran to come down. So there's the Muslim. They made a book. Scholars. It's called The Reason for the Verse to Come Down, which means they explain to us in that verse why this verse, what is the reason, what happened, how it came, when it came, what happened. So this is what the book is saying, and this is your Islamic book explaining what happened. You're a prophet. Each time, not only once, each time you want to go out to do poo-poo, he hear a voice saying to him, Muhammad, and then Muhammad he run and he flee. So why?
Really, I cannot answer this because
okay.
I need.
So how you know that Muhammad?
Then how you,
my friend,
I can show you about that.
My friend.
I have very friends.
You Muslims do not know the Quran. We are not reading Hadith now. We are reading Quran. This is a story in the Quran. The story here is explained how the Muhammad received the verse. So the verse which you recite 5 times a day, it came to Muhammad when he's doing poo-poo. And it doesn't make sense. The Muslim, they say to us the bathroom is dirty. God is not in the bathroom. Angels will not enter the bathroom. And then when Muhammad is doing poo-poo, he receive al-Fatiha, the most chapter important, which you Muslim repeat 5 times a day. And then he flee. Why he flee? Why he run away? I am a prophet already. Let us say, I'm not saying I'm a prophet. I'm saying, let us say I'm a prophet. And this angel, he spoke to me hundreds of times already. He gave me many chapters already. Now he said to me, oh Christian Prince, why you will run away? Give me a reason why he will run away.
I'm looking at the dictionary now, and the meaning of flee, it does not mean a poo. I'm sorry.
No, the word flee, my friend.
Run away.
Run away, my friend. I told you the word flee means run away. The do poo-poo it says whenever he went out, whenever he go out to do poo-poo, he hear the voice and then he flee mean run away. So whenever he go out to do poo-poo, he hear a voice saying to him, "Oh Muhammad," and then Muhammad he go crazy and his underwear between his legs and he run away. And then he went to his to Waraqa, which I believe he is his father, real father, and Waraqa he said to him, well, next time if you hear the voice, remain in your place. So when the caller call him, so that he hears that he has to tell him. So again now, and when he went out, he heard the calling, "Oh Muhammad." He said, "Here I am." Muhammad answered back, "Here I am, at your service." Oh. The caller said, "Say, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah." Muhammad is taking shahada that he's a messenger. Have you ever heard of a crazy thing like this? Muhammad taking a shahada saying that there's no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger, and he is Muhammad.
I bear witness that.
You see, I'm going to go crazy. You know, one of the reasons I can't find a job, because each time I apply for a job they say to me, "You are crazy," and I understand. I'm reading too much Quran.
He used to go to maybe fleeing from danger. This is what
what danger? What danger? Listen, this angel. Listen, my friend.
Get the message. It is very hard to believe.
My friend. What do you mean hard to believe? Everything in the Quran is hard to believe. Everything in Islam is hard to believe. I mean, is it make sense for you that an angel came to Muhammad and said to him, "Read it 3 times," and he squeezed him each time? Does that make sense to you?
No, does not make sense.
So why you believe in it then?
Because look, maybe it is not authenticated. I don't know, because I don't.
This is what Muhammad said.
I never contact with the hadith.
This is what Muhammad said.
I never read it.
Okay, hold on. Do Muhammad know how to read?
He know how to talk, but if you read him, he can read it back. But he didn't know how to write. He didn't know how to.
All right. So he know how to talk. Thank God. And he know, but he do not know how to read, right?
I think some after he received the revelation, maybe no, I don't know.
All right. Now, when the angel came to him first time, he said to him, "Read." How? Yes. Why the angel saying to him, "Read," if Muhammad do not know how to read? What do you think?
Maybe because he wanted to prove that
his what?
Can you put the surah?
Yeah, it's in front of us. It says here. Huh?
Surah Al-Alaq, I think it is.
Yeah, Surah Al-Alaq, chapter number 1, verse number 1 and 2. Okay. So now Allah is saying to Muhammad, read. Allah swear by the pen. By the way, have you ever heard of God swear by the pen? What pen? Allah have a pen?
No. Look, when the Bible, look, I am not going to agree on you on that, because sometimes the Bible use metaphorical on some people.
No, this is a real pen, my friend. I can show you your prophet saying that the first thing Allah he created is the pen.
The pen, if the pen does not make a physical pen like
no, it's a physical pen. I can show you even. Listen. I can show you.
Real pen.
No. My friend.
Maybe a speech.
No.
Because a pen
I can show my friend. Listen,
God does not need a pen.
My friend, listen. I can show you your prophet saying that this pen, the distance of its height is the same the distance between the earth and the heaven. You want to show you?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. It's a physical pen. It's not a metaphorical pen. Okay. Let me get you the reference. All right. We start with this one first. We go on this hadith. All right. Read with me, please. Do you see it in the screen?
Wait. Known by the.
Hold on. Let me.
Prophet.
Hold on. Let me open the hadith for you correctly. Here we go. Read with me for me.
No, this is the hadith I want you to read.
And Prophet delivered. Look, still in this hadith, it does not say a real pen. I'm sorry.
It says hold on.
It is physical.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. It says
this hadith.
my friend.
It is physical.
Okay, my friend.
It just says he said to it, right?
My friend, did he create? Does it say he created the pen?
Yes, he created.
Okay,
yes.
that's me. It's real, not metaphorical.
It can be a speech, yes.
No, it says pen. The pen is a pen.
But
It
wait,
says
it can be this pen. We are talking about.
my friend, and he said to him, write. He said to him, write. He created the pen, and he told the pen to write, not speech. Do you see it?
Look at why there is, what is called? Right. The word right is inside what is called? I forget. There's these two. It means look. So we are disagreeing here. You are saying this pen is physical. And
Yes,
I'm saying it is metaphorical.
Okay, can you
I'm
show me?
staying by that.
Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. I will give you 5 minutes. You go to Google and you find me one Muslim scholar. He agree with you. Can you do that?
Okay. I will try to do it, but how many times you are open? Because I need to go to sleep because it is 2 a.m.
Just subscribe, my friend, to the channel. And we open.
I subscribed it. I will take the answer maybe.
Every Sunday, around 4:30, we open New York time, and then we have Wednesday and we have a Friday. However, during the week I open two in different times, so you might be able to catch me up. All right. And thank you for calling, and you're more than welcome. You sound like a nice guy, and I'm glad that you called.
No need for bad words. We just haven't comprehended.
I'm not. Did I say?
I have both English.
Did I say a bad word to you? Did I say any bad word to you?
No. I'm saying when we talk, we don't need to use bad words. I'm not saying to you. In general, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you say to me.
As long as you are against bad word, my friend, you should be against Muhammad, because Muhammad, he called us najis, he called us kuffar, he called us dirty, he called us pigs, he called us monkeys, he calls the worst of the creatures. So if you are,
but those people, he's saying it is the bad Christian. It is not saying all the
no,
Christians
there's
are
nothing
pigs,
is called bad Christian.
This is what I understand.
Your God, your prophet, he described us, all of us, saying all of us, we are the same. The Quran says that the Christians are the worst of the creatures, all the Christians. Same he says about the Jews. So if you are really against speaking bad, then you should be against your prophet. Now, just before you go, have you ever heard of something is called Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz?
It is the God created. It is part of the Quran, I think.
All right.
Before
is Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz something real or no?
it has to be real because God. It is God's speech.
It is a board. It is
in the board.
Okay, it's a board. Yeah.
No.
All right. Now, in front of us, the hadith says, according to your prophet, that the Lawh al-Mahfuz, Allah, he put it between the two eyes, or let us say he gave a protection to Lawh al-Mahfuz for an angel. His name is Israfil, and the distance of the ear of this Israfil between
Israfil is the angel who is going to use the instrument in the end of the day.
No, he will not use it. No. This is Israfil, not Jibreel. Israfil is the angel who is in charge of a protection of the tablet. Now, Allah, he put the tablet between his two eyes, and obviously this Israfil is so big and so huge, and the distance between his eyebrows, this angel, is the same as the distance of 500 years between the earth and the heaven. Now, why the board of Allah is so big, and why he needed?
It is a very easy question. You know why? Because why God became a man?
No,
we don't believe it. I cannot make you disbelieve it. Sometimes God do stuff that we don't understand.
No. You see, we understand. I have a pen.
I have a book because simply I have a short memory and I need to remember. So if you give me your phone number, I will say, okay, hold on, let me write it down. Why? Because I am not God, I forget. Correct?
Yes.
If we can't remember everything, there's no need for a phone book, there's no need to take your number down, there's no need. That's it, I read it once and that's it. So this is God, He is Almighty. Why He need a tablet?
Because we don't know. I cannot answer that because it's just that's what he chose.
All right. Why the tablet? Okay. Why the tablet is so big? So big? If the Quran is what is there, why it's so big? I mean, I can write the Quran. There's a guy from Pakistan. He wrote the Quran in an egg. An egg. An egg. Do you know how small the egg? One egg. So he wrote all the Quran in one egg. So how? Why Allah He need all this big tablet for?
I don't know. This is the answer.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
Because we don't know how God works.
Right. No, it's obviously Allah have a pen, my friend. Allah have a pen. It's a physical pen. It's so big and so huge. The tablet is so huge and so big, and it doesn't make sense that Allah He write to Himself, for He is all God, is God Almighty. He will not forget, and He do not need a book to write for Himself. And this book nobody can touch, nobody can see, nobody even can get close to. So what the point of it? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I will let you think about it, and as long you are, it's time for you to sleep. I wish you a good night, my friend, and thank you for calling.
To you all.
Yeah, no problem. God bless. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, very simple questions. Muslims have no answer for it. And each time I speak to a Muslim, they say to me, you know, I never heard this before. Where you get this from? I mean, this is the whole scenario. Always we see Muslims, they have no idea. I don't know what to say to the Muslims. I feel sorry for you. You are following blindly, and your religion is a religion of confusion. And the more you read about it, the more you see how crazy it is. It's not my fault. It is how it is. This is a man-made religion, and because it's full of contradictions, full of madness, full of crazy stuff. You know, God, He need a tablet for what? You know, imagine I am bored, but I need a camp, or I need a hair dryer. And we are talking about God. I remember when I joined the army, you know, we went, you know, the first few days, you know, everybody is coming and they have their bags with them, and it was funny that some guys, they brought with them a comb, you know, to comb their hair. I mean, you are going in the army. All of us, we shave to zero, so what the comb for? So here we go. Allah is God, and then He open His back and He have a tablet and He have a pen. I mean, aren't you God? And then he put the tablet between the two eyes of the angel to protect them. Well, I thought nobody can go there anyway. Isn't Allah in control? Allah is putting a security guard for the tablet. Why? I thought Allah, if He wants something to happen, He say be is going to be. Or maybe Allah is afraid that what happened to the Torah and the Injil is going to happen to the tablet. That's crazy. The Quran says that Allah, He said to the genie and the devil and the human and the mankind, if you can't go out of the zone of the earth, go. You will not be able to go without my authority. Challenge. So what he's really, afraid from? The Quran says that when the devil, he tried to go out of the earth, Allah will shoot him. So what the protection for? What the security for? Crazy stuff. The more you read about this religion, the more you see how crazy mad it is. You know, when Allah, He challenged the human being to go out of the earth,
Was Allah aware that time will come and the communist will be the first to go out of the space of the earth? I mean, this challenge alone is enough to prove that Allah cannot be God. What do you mean you cannot leave the zone of the earth? What do you mean? They did. They did. Let me show you. I mean, this guy is really crazy. Here we go. Chapter 55, verse number 33. But Muhammad never imagined that a human being will be able to fly. He thought only his dream can work. To fool those naive one, he flied over a mule, have 2 wings. In chapter 55, verse number 33, and the translation of Yusuf Ali, you can change the translation if you want. Allah, he said, and he make a challenge that none of you can pass the zones of the heaven and the earth. Without the authority shall you be able to pass. Then they asked the Prophet how that will happen. He said this is only for the prophets. So the only one Allah will give them the authority is the prophets. Is Nadia Kamantosha, I don't know what her name, from the Soviet Union at that time, she was a prophet? She was even a woman, not a man. We are reading, my friend, chapter 55, verse number 33. 55:33. So Allah challenging mankind and the genie. I mean, even the genie are the devil. So if no man can get close to the heaven of Allah and no genie can get close to the heaven of Allah, why Allah is putting the tablet between the 2 eyes of the angel to protect it? From who? James Bond? That doesn't make sense. This verse alone is enough for you to know that Islam is false. And the funny, just to show you that Muhammad is just making things up. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is a Quran. This is a rubber music. The same verse repeated over and over and over and over. If I click here in the page and search for the same verse, let me do that. Let me go up. I will go up from the beginning. This is a chapter of Ar-Rahman. Chapter of Ar-Rahman. Okay. Verse number 36. Verse number 36. Then which of the favor of the Lord you will deny? All right. Verse number 38. Then which of the favor of the Lord you will deny? Verse number 40. Then which of the favor of the Lord you will deny? Verse number 42. Then which of the Lord you will deny? Then verse number 45. Then which of the favor of the Lord you will deny? Then verse number 37. Then which of the favor of the Lord you will deny? Then verse number 49. Then which of the favor of the Lord you will deny? I mean, this guy, he had nothing to say. Do you think God will talk like this? If this is a song, this will be the most stupid song ever. We got it, man. We got it. Are we going to spend the day saying to us, and then in which in the favor of you, Lord, you will deny, and then in which in the favor of the Lord you will deny? It sounds like a CD stuck in the stereo. There's an Arab woman. She told her husband, today I'm going to make a cake for you. He said, but you do not know how to make cake. She said, I bought a CD. It teach me how to make cake. A DVD. So she put the DVD in, and then the DVD is saying break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. She keep breaking eggs. Break an egg. Break an egg. She is out of eggs. There's no more eggs. She called her husband. He said, please send me more eggs right now.
So he sent his driver, he sent more like 100 egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. She called her husband again. I'm out of eggs. He said, I just sent you 100 egg. She said, I want more. The DVD keeps saying break an egg. So he sent her another 200 eggs. Break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. Break an egg. I mean, come on. Isn't it obvious? This is God. This is in the break an egg DVD. And this is the miracle of language. Break an egg. Look at this. I mean, what is that? Break an egg. No wonder those Muslims still they are living in the garbage until now, because they are stuck with the CD 2000 years ago. Break an egg. صلي على الرسول اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد صلي على الرسول يا رجل اللهم صل وسلم أنزيل الصلاة على الرسول اللهم صل. This is what they are busy about. They are busy praying on Muhammad. People, they went to the moon and they are still busy making fatwa if the woman she can use shampoo to wash her vagina. If you go and watch Islamic TV, you will see how silly, stupid this religion is. A woman, she's asking, when I was washing my vagina, I put my finger in. Is that halal? And you look how the concern is. People, they are on the moon already, and they are thinking to go to Mars. And Muslim woman, she is concerned about, she put her finger in her vagina. Break an egg. Break an egg. This is a religion? What kind of religion this religion is? I mean, this is too much. This is a heck of a religion. We have to admit, my friend, this is amazing. This is too much. If you like to know more about Islam, don't forget you can go and get my books from Amazon.com in case you like. All right. Yeah, this is a commercial break, you know. Break an egg. But you know, the good thing in this commercial break, we have no eggs to break. The only thing we are breaking here is the head of the Muslims, which is very hard to break because it's full of concrete. And the funny, by the way, the Muslims always, they destroy me. I never saw a Muslim, he spoke to me and he did not say to his friends, today I spoke to Christian Prince, I did destroy him. And Christian Prince, he's in his home, he's calling his friends to buy a glue, not egg, glue, to glue himself together. The only option Muslim he have in order to defend Islam is to speak about your Bible. But yet he's a prophet, he swear by the Bible. And when we ask them why you're a prophet, he swear by the Bible, he have no idea why. One of the Muslims, he was supposedly smart guy, and he said to me, oh, he was being nice to the Jews, so he being hypocrite. Because when you take an oath in a book, say I believe in thee, but the fact you don't believe in thee, it's mean you are a liar. The problem is that the God of Islam, he hired the most stupid lawyers to defend Islam. It's not my fault. Don't blame me, Muslims, if Islam looks stupid. Islam, and there is no question, is made by a fool for the fool. You like it, you don't like it. I mean, this is how it is. It's not my fault.
The funny, when we speak to Muslims, they always sound like this guy you will see in the screen. Assalamu alaikum. Then he will start saying to you, he will start reciting the Quran right away. He open his eyes, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim, Alif Lam Mim, Mim. What's up? What's up? Muslims, they have no idea what's happening. They are the last one to know. Each time we speak to them about their religion, they say, where do you get this from? I never heard this before. Anyway, don't forget, guys, to subscribe. I hope that today we have a good time together. Please subscribe so you can join us when we are online. We always 3 days a week at least. Actually, I do through the weeks and different timing. So, but we have 3 fixed dates. Those are a must. Sunday and Wednesday and Friday at 4:30 p.m. Today we start earlier at 4. So, but during the week I do broadcast too, but in different timing, so we can reach out to people who they are from South Asia, etc. So subscribe and be with us, and I hope people will learn. And if you like to contact me, I have actually a new account in the website called minds.com. Minds.com. My account is a Christian Prince. If you can see here with me, let us show you. All right. I think it's showing right. Yeah, I think it's clear. Minds.com/Christian Prince. You can join me there, or you can go to patreon.com for those who like to support us in what we do regarding, to help us in donation or anything. But I know that most of people don't like to do such a thing, which is okay, no problem. The Lord is our provider, and we are always happy with what He give. Now, many of you send me a lot of emails asking for speak about this topic and that topic. I'm not ignoring your email, but the issue is I have a lot of people asking for request. So I look and I see if there is something I spoke about before already, it's better not to speak about it now. I mean, there's tons of issues we can cover. So I'm not ignoring your and actually, if you have a question, just call me live on air and ask me the question. All right. So I want to say thank you for being here, and I hope we did not make the Muslims go crazy as usual. However, you go crazy or not, it's not my fault. I am here to show you the truth, and the truth will set you free. You better listen and you better learn. And I challenge any Muslim to prove me wrong in anything I said, to prove me lying in anything I said. Always when I mention something, I show it in the screen. I don't show you my face. I'm not interested in that. I show you my proofs. Thank you for watching. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Amen to that. Thank you. God bless.